Okay then, Foxy Cat, your wish is my command. Oh, welcome everybody to the 3rd anniversary of Logging It Down with Lucy. Woo! We're 3 years old today. Who can believe that this has been going on for 3 years and you've all been here? Oh, Foxy Cat gifting out those memberships. Thank you, Foxy Cat. So welcome to the XP Zone. Dusty B70, Fabio, a very diligent bugger, Daniel Gregory, and Magpie. Woo! Hello. Oh, hang on. Let me turn my brightness a little bit. Why are we so dark and dingy? It's we're a rave. Now, I didn't get many things to celebrate, but I did find this, which my dad gave me at Christmas. So we're going to celebrate with a birthday cracker. Happy birthday! Wait, let's just put this down. Way! Woo! Nothing says birthdays like a pop. And I'm going to have to clean that up later. Right, and also nothing says birthdays like a joke. Let's read the joke. Okay, this is actually, I've already read it and it's quite good. How do ducks like to round off a meal? Now, this doesn't have to be Christmassy, so everyone, birthday joke. How do ducks like to round off a meal? I'll give you a few minutes. Oh, Converge also giving out the 5 LudiXP memberships. Thanks, everyone. This is so cool. Wow, thank you. So welcome to the XP Zone. Callum Hunter, Ian, Loopy Lou, Jitty Kitty, and Karen Phillips. The answer is not whackers. The answer is cheese and quackers. Love quackers. Woo! And I also got this very festive piece of cardboard. Everybody loves a festive cardboard. Yes, it is the day that the Sims always look forward to every week. Maybe I should wear the birthday Christmas hat. We've just got to pretend it's a birthday hat. I was very unprepared. So everybody else reminded me that we were coming up to 3 years of Locking It Down with Lucy. Now, technically, the 3rd year anniversary is in 2 days' time. The first ever episode was indeed on the 8th of February 2020. Let's take a look at little babyface Lucy. There she is. Can I even make this face? Do I look the same? I feel like I do look older. I must look older. Surely. I had this terrible eye infection as well then. God, I don't know. I must have been so bloody bored that I put... Oh, yes, of course. I must have been so bored that I just turned the camera on, even though I had a terrible, If you watch the episode, I'm not watching it back myself. I was thinking about watching it back, but I decided I'm going to save it for 5 years. If we get to 5 years or the final episode, Locking It Down with Lucy, then I will watch it back. So there we are. Whoa, well, thanks for all being here. Now, as Foxy Cat has reminded me, we will say hello to everybody in a second, there is indeed a bingo card. So if you would like to play along at home, I don't have the Discord link. Foxy Cat, do you have the Discord link? But I'll give you your roommate. Yes, exactly. So, I think someone in the chat came up with this idea, actually. Someone was like, what if we did like a bingo card? And I was like... So I made a bingo card and Foxy Cat and the crew have filled it in and populated it. So you can download your version of the bingo card and play along at home. I don't know what's on it. Who knows what I will say or what I will do. But I'm curious to see if you will get bingo during the next however long this show is. Because we got quite a few things going on the show. It's not quite as momentous as Lock It Down with Lucy 100. We're just having a little birthday party. It's a little get together here today. I mean, we always get together on a Thursday. So please download that and I will, at the end of the show, look at it myself because I'd like to see some inception. Like, what is it that the mods think? Do the mods know me? What will I potentially say on Locking It Down with Lucy that may come up that you may be able to bingo? So there we go. That'll be fun, hopefully. Let's say hello to anybody or everybody who's in the chat today. So thank you for all being here. Whenever you stream, it's late night for me. I'm so sorry. But hopefully you can be part of the VOD squad and you can join in. People like the joke. February. Oh, sorry, I meant to say April. God, at least some people are listening to what I'm saying. I actually just speak and I don't even think about it. The other day I was at lunch and someone came and sat down and the other person, so person A said to person B, hey, person B, are you okay? And you know what happened? I just went, yeah, they're fine. What's wrong with me? Did I say, yeah, I'm fine? I just spoke. I don't know. I just felt like I need to pack it in. Like, I need to be restrained or something. So, thank you everyone who, has downloaded the bingo card. I don't know why I just went from that to a thank you, but thanking me, thanking you. The poll, if you are so inclined to vote, is will you miss E3? Now, I know I'm a little late on this news. It did kind of happen more at the tail end of last week, but E3 is apparently officially dead. Everyone's pulling out. No one's actually going. I don't know what's happening anymore. So my curiosity is, does anybody care anymore? Do we like E3? We'll talk about it more in the main bulk of the show. I want to sort of have an E3 reminiscent session. So is it yes, no, or are you indifferent? At the moment, 25% of you are saying yes, you will miss E3. 37 of you are saying indifferent, and 38% of you are saying no. I'm going to say indifferent because I've got a slightly different perspective on E3 now. Back in the day, I used to enjoy it, but then having worked E3s, I have changed my mind. It feels, and also the way that the world has sort of moved on now, it seems to be, less of a vitality. So we've got some people in the chat here. We got a lot of people. We got Jamie saying hello with a thumbs up. We've got Corey here saying hi. Thank you, Corey and Kat, for doing the mod duties for a bit today. Appreciate it. We have, let's see, Fly High and saying, I'm so honoured to be here at the 3rd anniversary. I remember when it started. Oh my God, who else was here on the first episode? I can tell you I was here. I was a much different person back then, but I was here. It was me. So if you've been here for all the days, 1 day, 20 minutes or whatever, thank you. Thank you for listening to me talk about whatever it is was on my mind that week, day, whenever. I appreciate it, and I appreciate that you keep the show going, because without you, I would just sit here and just talk to myself. So at least I feel less crazy talking to you guys. You keep me sane-ish. Actually, you did, to be fair. You did keep me sane for quite a fair... You always do. Yeah, you guys do. Mark Anthony, hi Lucy, hey Lucy, can I even read? Says, hey Lucy, happy Easter. It is Easter time, it's the most wonderful time of the year. For those of you outside of the UK, I'm so sorry, because we're about to celebrate Easter, which means we're going to get some Easter eggs. We get 4-day weekend. We don't have to go to work tomorrow, don't have to go to work on Monday, and we can eat lots of chocolate because it is what's expected. Easter, I love Easter. And the weather's normally somewhat okay, and when you were at school, you used to get a 2-week holiday. Not anymore. That is kind of sad. I do miss the 2-week holiday. But I do love Easter time. I was meant to, now I remembered, I was supposed to buy an Easter egg, like a Kinder Easter egg to eat on the show, but I forgot. I don't know what's going on today. I sort of, I don't know, lived. Jazz D is living the dream. Says, I've had 3 cream eggs already today. I haven't even had 1 cream egg this year. Have I? Actually, that's a lie. Scratch that, rewind. I had a white cream egg, and it was allowed. It was nice, but allowed. You got to eat cream egg. I was meant to get some mini eggs or something. I've messed up. I've messed up today. Oh my God, is it even Easter? You smashing it on your head this year? Maybe. Skip to the end is talking about, not gonna lie, I will miss some of the unintentionally hilarious moments of E3. Yes, I'm curious to see everyone's thoughts on E3. We have Peeps at Easter, says Foxy Cat. Now, this is something I recently discovered. Peeps is a thing. Or is it Peeps or Peps? I just see Peeps as the Peeps. Like, and if you close your eyes, something or other. I haven't heard that song in a long time. A Cadbury, but no, it's all about that lint bunny. Love a good lint bunny. Imogen got us all a white chocolate lint bunny. No, I've got really into white chocolate again recently. I've just been on a bit of a white chocolate kick. Good stuff, white chocolate. This is what's happening. I still don't know to this day what happens on the show to us. I write some notes and I don't know. What is coming up on the show today? Actually, let us thank you for I love when people feed me the transitions. I'm here like a little seal going, oh, and you guys just throw me the topic, and I just grab it. I love it. So today, because I've stopped writing physical show notes, I kind of wanted to be Chris Jericho and like keep this note of all of the show notes. But to be fair, I can't keep it up, and I am not Chris Jericho. So what can I do? So we are talking about. So yes, download the bingo card. We will be talking about the highlights and lowlights of the week as per usual. We will have clip of the week. We also have a special segment from Luna, and we have a very cool what's it? I'm talking about myself now. We have a very cool, I guess, throwback which has been submitted from my brother. Clip from the past. Ooh! Clip from the past comes from about 2007. You're about to see 2007, Lucy. I was about, 16, 17? Maybe it was 2008. Good Lord. So stay tuned for that. Of course, we will be, as it is Easter time, reviewing and potentially reenacting Willy Wonka 1971. Am I able to speak today? I don't know. I feel like I'm so high on emotions. So I watched it recently. As everyone said, it is Easter time. So what else do you watch at Easter, if not the best film about chocolate, the original, the one with Gene Wilder? Great stuff. We'll also be looking at this game card thing where I'll talk about my gaming preferences type thing. It'll be your chance to win a postcard or two if you can guess my gaming preferences. So that should be fun. And then at the very end of the show, we're tagging on a little bit more, everybody. We're going to do a little segment that I'm going to call Trial by Trophy. Trial by Trophy. I put a poll out to you guys. I said, what would you like to see me try and get a trophy? Because I like to timestamp my life. Everything important, I'm going to try and do with a trophy. My birthday, slap a trophy on it. Christmas, slap a trophy on it. When I get married, you bet your ass I'll be somewhere getting a trophy to remember. What if I give birth? Pop it out the baby, pop it out a trophy at the same time. It's got to be done. I'm like, hey, little you. I just call my child, my non-fiction child, Jim. Why is my child non-fiction? I don't know. Oh my God, does that mean it's real? Hey, little you, guess what? When you were born, Mommy popped a trophy on GTA 6. They'll be like, oh my God, you're so lame. Which I'd like to say, yes, actually I am. So that's what's coming up, I guess. A trophy at a wedding. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be nice too? Oh, I broke my nail in all of the excitement. That's a sharp cut there. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to play Cuphead, which is what was voted by you guys, which means that I have to get an S rank. I'd love to go back to Cuphead. I keep thinking about it, but it's always like, it's a tough to go back. So you guys are giving me the impetus to try and get S rank on a boss, which means that the game must be played on expert mode to get the trophy I am after. The other options were a bit of Sekiro or Horizon Frozen Wilds. This actually, without trying to skew the results, was my favourite outcome, so thank you all for that. So if that sounds like something you'd like to do this Thursday evening, afternoon or morning, or in the future whenever you're watching this, stay tuned, because hopefully it'll be a good time. So what's the haps, everybody? What's going on? I'm going to take this hat off now. Dramatic hat reveal. That's the top of my head reveal. So, dare I ask what level of trophy that would be? God, I don't know. Probably a bronze. I feel like I might be a bit preoccupied at the time. It has to be something simple. Definitely not going to be like doing some crazy platinum, like, I don't know, Dark Souls 5. That's not going to happen. So, let's see. Do you know what now? We should go and move on to... What am I drinking? Because I think it's time to drink something. Oh, KRPTV says, I attempted to play an April Fool's joke last Saturday on Facebook by pretending I'd eaten one of those prize half and half cream eggs, but one of my co-workers sussed me out straight away. Yeah, they did do those prize ones. Sadly, I never won that. Fabio's saying tomorrow is a holiday in Portugal, and as tradition, you cannot eat meat on Friday before Easter. Oh yeah, that is true. It is Good Friday, and you're not supposed to do that, but I always do it anyway, so sorry, Jesus. Not a clip from the future. I don't have the power to make clips from the future real. But if I did, you'd bet your ass it'll be here on the show at some point. Yes, R.I.P. Gene Wilder. What a guy. As it's Easter, I will be reviewing Jesus Christ. What, the movie? We had to watch that in school and it was very disturbing. I don't know, this is feeling like episode... Well, it's definitely not as high production as episode 100. I can tell you that for damn sure. So, you know what? It's time. I actually want to play Cuphead. For what am I drinking? Now, everyone, it's 3 years, okay? It's time to be a little bit classy, okay? We're getting out a wine glass and we're going to be drinking something. So what are we drinking today? Unfortunately, the mysterious, not mysterious, I get them all confused. There's so many people that are somewhat tangentially related to this show. The unofficial official drinks benefactor, we've not got any more drinks, so I'm having to supply my own drinks this week. And it's going to be an alcoholic beverage. It is, of course, my favourite, the blueberry soju. But I'm also going to make my own drink in a second. I'm going to make a concoction, which I'm going to call a concocktail. We're going to mix a bit of this blueberry soju with some Sprite. I feel like that would go. So join me, everybody, if you wish, or if you wishn't. Do what you like, live your free life. We're going to indulge in a beverage. Oh, no, I've ruined that. God, I haven't had this in such a long time. It brings back such sweet memories. Okay, so cheers everyone. Let's now the other reason I want to also mix it is because one cannot drink an entire bottle of soju. So I'm gonna drink a bit of this now and then we will pour in the bevies. Bevin up. So thanks everybody. This is the 3rd year anniversary of Lockin' It Down with Lucy. Cheers. Ah, it's so good it doesn't even taste like alcohol. Oh my god, is there a bingo? Woohoo! Bingo! Awesome. It looks like water, but it tastes like blueberry. This is a dangerous drink because you will just drink it all. It's time to mix it up. For those of you unawares, what does it say on the back here? It doesn't actually say what the percentage is. Net weight, drink something or other. It definitely says you shouldn't drink it while pregnant. So there's that. I don't know. But let's see if this works. I imagine it will taste like kind of blue. Oh, it's 12%. 12% by volume of 360 milliliters, whatever that means. Well, happy bingo, everybody. Right, I'm going to pour a little bit in here. This could be a dangerous game. Dangerous game. Was it a bingo for a Boozy Lucy appearance? Simply says, hi, how are you doing today? I'm late. Yes, if you want to join in on the bingo for those of you that are late to the show. God, this is not happening today. This all went weird. You can play along. There's a bingo card that you can download. You can do what you want. If you get bingo, you can take a drink too. We can all, maybe I have to take a drink every time we hit bingo. There we go. That's what we can do. So whenever there's a bingo, everybody, let me know and I will drink. This could be dangerous, but it is a day off tomorrow. I can't even put the lid back on. So now we're going to try and make the concoction, the concoctail. This will go well for Sekiro, won't it? Bingo! Woo! Is that how people play bingo? I've not actually gone to an official bingo rally. Did used to play bingo beats when I went to Butlins on a very few occasions. Shout out to Butlins. Haven't been there in a while. Maybe I could tour Butlins someday. I imagine that would be my kind of entry level to entertainment. And they'll be like, who is this Lucy? Like, hello everybody and welcome to Lockin' It Down with Lucy. And I'm like, where's the entertainment? I'm like, you're looking at her, baby. Yeah, baby, you're looking at her. Right. She mentioned The Sims as well. That's also, oh, The Sims are a bit. The Sims are above. I'm just getting a lot of Sprite. Have I got to mix it? I don't have anything to mix it. And I don't want to be uncouth and mix it with my finger. No. Okay, we're just going to have to drink it. No, actually, I have a new update about The Sims. New update. A bingo is when you clear a full line, not just a square. Now, I do understand the premise of bingo, but we thought it would be more fun to just shout bingo whenever something came up. But if you do get a full house, you can shout full house bingo. That way we can all just, know when something happens, I suppose. Now, this is actual Sprite. For those of you that would like to validate, this is the Sprite. So, no, The Sims have got a new thing to irritate me to the next level of irritation. They haven't been playing the cello, actually. I'm not sure what that was. Just a midlife crisis or something. A mad spur of last week. What if I missed the memo? What if last week it was Play the Cello Thursday? How did I not know it was Play the Cello Thursday on whatever the date was last week? Or a child. It could be a child. Let me just sort out my collection of drinks over here. So actually, they have a new annoyance. They have a new squeaky door that goes. And I'm like, why can I hear the squeaky door? Why can I hear anything at all? It's so irritating. Oh, maybe a random celloist was visiting. Maybe. But now they have a squeaky door. And I'm like, can I say something? Can I be like, yo, fix your door? I mean, I get it. I had a squeaky door once. We've all been there. And yeah, you put up with it. But eventually, do you know what I did? I got my dad to get me some WD-40. And we squirted that shit. And now it doesn't squeak anymore. And my life is so much better. What? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just give it to him, and just get up there and go, and while I'm at it, fucking fix your flooring. Anyway, so that is the latest irritation. Irritation. That's just the way it is. It's not your flat, so props not. Okay, I guess that would be, a breach of. Is it burglary if you're doing the reverse? What's the reverse? It's like a reverse pickpocket. I'm actually improving their home rather than taking things away from it. Anyway, that's the latest there. So what have we got to say? Oh, a little bit of housekeeping before we get into things. Thank you, everybody, for watching the 75% completion video. I'm really happy that it's doing well. People are enjoying it. I really liked making the little vlog bit. I'm like, yay, I made a YouTube video that people liked. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, I'm very grateful to those of you that watched and enjoyed. And yeah, it's spurring me on to be a better YouTuber and to be a better person. Just like Jesus would have wanted at Christmas. You know what Jesus wanted? To be watching YouTube videos and eating chocolate. I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible somewhere, just a little bit different. You got to read between the lines when you read the Bible. That's what I heard. So unlawful entry, I suppose. Better a noisy door than a bed. That is fair. I mean, there are worse crimes they commit, but the squeaky door is like an unintentional thing that I'm like, why is that not irritating you? It's annoying. I feel like I've just got to my tether's end. It's always like, you know. It is in the Old Testament. Thou shalt watch Locketh down with Lucy. Thou shall. So what are we talking about? So that was what the main thing I want to talk about. Oh yeah, tomorrow there may be a stream. I am going out with a friend who may or may not be watching the stream. So I would like to see how the day fares, and then if we get back in the evening soir, we may play some Resident Evil 4. I've made it to the island, so we would probably be doing the last section of the game and like wrapping it up, so that would be quite fun, hopefully. Unless the door was the cello all along. An interesting theory, Jamie. Are you a detective? Could this be cello and door? Or maybe I've just been drinking too much limoncello. Oh, interesting. Do you have any tips for going back to old PS3 system for trophies? Do I have any tips? Don't do it. No. Tips I would say is if you can handle it, then do it. I would like to get I was saying to my brother at one point I would bring my PS3 here at some point because I would like to do a PS3 stream. I think it's obviously just like you'd have to get back to being used to just the infinite amount of loading, the teeny tiny controller. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I think, I think it'd be fine. Yes, well, hang on. Do you know what we're doing? We're already into it, everybody. Let us start. 20 minutes past. We're going to do the highlights and lowlights of the week. Let me know what's been going on, because obviously my lowlight is listening to the squeak. My other lowlight is... What is my other lowlight? What have I written here? Virgin Media being down this week. That was very, very irritating and made doing my job very, very difficult. And I guess just a personal low is I ate 3 bowls of cereal today, but what can you do? I'm a cereal offender when it comes to eating cereal. So I guess that's just a low for humanity, for my own humanity. So let's see what's been going on in your lives. Let us know. Has anyone got any plans for Easter? Because my highlight is most definitely the Easter break. And of course, as Eric is saying, doing a PS3 video with your brother. That was very, very good. I enjoyed hanging out with my brother this weekend. He never watches this show. He doesn't know what I'm saying. But it was fun. Like, we watched Wrestlemania, and then we got all the PlayStation 3 games out, and then we talked through it. And this time he was like, oh, he wanted to be on the video, which I thought was really cool. So it felt like a proper Easter holiday when we used to just hang out and just loaf about in the living room playing games or watching wrestling. So I enjoyed that a lot. That was good. And I'm excited for you guys to watch the video. I need to now I will just say, I'm really sorry, everybody. You guys will know because I'm telling you here. I looked at some of the footage, and I wish my brother had done me a solid. My brother's looking great in this video, by the way. He's got his hair done. He's wearing some nice clothes. What have I rocked up in? My pajama bottoms and my unbrushed hair. Like, literally, I've been lounging on the sofa watching Wrestlemania. And what I didn't know is the back of my hair is like this. I didn't bring my hairbrush with me. That's the problem. When I'm at my parents' house, I don't have any of my amenities with me. So, I apologise in advance for my rough look, but you can all just look at my brother. He's the real snack, I heard. So yeah, that video is going to be exciting. I would implore you to listen to it more like a podcast, because we do talk about each game quite extensively for like an hour and a half, which I very much thoroughly enjoyed, having a good deep dive into our PlayStation 3 collection. And I'll give you a little spoiler alert here. My brother discovered the wonderful and weird world that is video game romances. He had no idea that when I was in my bedroom, I was romancing aliens. It came to quite a shock to him. I was like, oh yes, so in this game, you meet all these spacey people, and then you talk to them, and then at the end, you get with them. And he was like, you do what now? And I was like, yeah, that's he plays other things. So let's see what's going on. Let me stop talking about me. You guys will never believe this. I looked at my phone, it was 5 o'clock, blinked, and now it's 8 o'clock. Don't you hate when that happens? Time just flies sometimes. I just using my PS4 controller for PS3 games. Much better, says Richard Carlson. Can you do that? Is that legal? I'll have to look up that. I didn't know. Supper Salmon is saying AEW is coming to the UK, which is a highlight. Yes. Now, after the Money in the Bank fiasco, where they were like, oh, you got to buy tickets for SmackDown and Money in the Bank, and I was like, no, thank you. I am going to try and take my sorry little ass to see AEW, hopefully. Now, I don't watch AEW on the regular, but I do know some of the peeps that are in it. I am familiar, obviously there's a lot of ex-WWE people in there as well, and I am familiar with some of the new people. Adam McDermott, shout out to you for Wrestle Club, has been teaching me some of the AEW peeps, some of the matches and stuff, so I am familiar with the program and some of the people, so I'm going to try and see if I can make it there. It would be fun. It's at Wembley Stadium of all places, that's pretty cool. That's a big old stadium, so I'm wondering if they can pack it out. And please, I hope Ticketmaster gets their shit together. And I hope the prices aren't ridiculous. All right? That's my only caveat. Listen, I hope someone out there is watching that can do something about that. Please, I just want to see Chris Jericho again. Who doesn't? Fabio's saying, I miss playing PS3, but it broke. Yeah, I do miss the old PS3 days. But when you turn it on, you realise how slow the whole thing really is. And you're like, oh, goddamn. What? You can use your PS5 controller on the PS3. AFAIK. I'm not sure if I know the acronym, and I'm not sure if I want to go to Urban Dictionary to find out, just in case. Robert Wass's highlight, hit 99% completion on my Xbox gamer tag. Congratulations. Wow, that is sick. That's a height I will never achieve. Lowlight, working all of Easter. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get to eat some Easter eggs whilst you're out there doing, well, you're probably hopefully bringing other people joy during the Easter time. So yeah, I'm sorry that you have to work, but buy yourself some Easter eggs and some cream eggs maybe. So that we just read Robert. Jamie is saying highlight WrestleMania Night 1, lowlight WrestleMania Night 2. I want to talk about WrestleMania a little bit more later. I don't like to delve in too deep on wrestling talk here on the show because I know not a lot of people watch it, but I do want to talk about WrestleMania, but I can understand why your highlights are this. Stream with your siblings. I have done that occasionally in the past. We played Overcooked together. It's just a bit of a pain because now I don't live there. I have to bring all my setup there. So, I'm getting more of the blueberry now. It's pretty good. And I'm also can't really bring them all here either. They're not all going to come. We're like a circus act, you know. You have to bring the whole troupe if you want to have us all. So maybe we'll try and do that again, maybe over Christmas or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's because it's quite difficult technically. That is why. Maybe I could just get them all on camera. I don't know. We'll see. Johnny says, highlight, platinum on Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus. Congrats, nice one. Love hearing a shiny highlight. Lowlight, car transmission broke. It has to get a new car. Damn, I'm sorry. Hopefully that all sorts itself out. I'm not sure what a car transmission is and why that means you need to get a new car, but because I never passed my driving test, and who knows when I will. Yes, it was good bonding time. It was good. Rich Gamer is saying, I hope to go to the seaside at the weekend. Classic Easter weekend activity, the seaside. There's not many. I don't know. We were trying to explain to someone recently about the seaside in the UK, and it's a bit different. I suppose those of you outside the UK, what do you imagine when you think of going to the beach or going to the seaside? You imagine lovely sandy beaches, lovely water, maybe the weather's nice. Not here in the UK. In the UK, there's like 2 days where that may happen. Otherwise, you're bringing your coat to the seaside, obviously, because it's fucking freezing. And so you're going for a cold walk down the waterfront. Now, if you're feeling daring, you might quickly nip into the sea and then realize it was a terrible mistake and then run back out. But don't forget, when you start walking on the sand, it's all pebbly, so you're going to go beep, 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 and it's just awful. You may then spot a jellyfish the size of the back of your chair just lying about. Much rubbish. It also stinks. So then you will obviously after a while toddle back to the seafront where you'll probably buy some fish and chips and an ice cream, call it a day and go home. What a lovely time at the seaside. You might stand in some dog shit if you're lucky too. Or get pooed on by a bird. It could all happen at the seaside here in the UK. Wonderful times. Worried about him seeing you, admitting you enjoyed spending time with him. Well, who knows? KRPTV says, highlight was, has to be having tomorrow off work. I know, right? Isn't it fantastic? Lowlight is the bad weather again. I know. What is with this rain? I actually stepped out to go to the shops today and it started showering the moment I stepped out. And I was like, fine. 'Tis the way it has to be. Other low light was I wasn't feeling well last weekend. Oh, well, I hope you're feeling back to your normal self today, KRPTV, or you recover soon. Skip to the End says, highlight, platinums for both Injustice and Battlefield 1. Smashing it. Low light, watching a 75% completion video. I'm finding out you still haven't played Bioshock or Nier Automata. Yeah, that may have happened. I apologize for that. But maybe I will correct that at some point in my life. Who knows when in my life, but it may happen. Highlight says Fly Highland, just finished backing up my PC. Lowlight, the secret of life still evades me. Big thonk. Detective hat. I don't know how to translate this. What does this mean? Is this like some kind of like Illuminati? Are we looking into the eye of the triangle? But I'm glad that you finished backing up your PC. That is an arduous task. I trust. M says, Lowlight, feeling sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully this can help cheer you up and make you feel less sick. But the highlight's catching. We're locking it down with Lucy. Well, there we go. I always like watching something when I feel sick, 'cause it helps pass the time. Now, are you someone that likes to be sick? I had this conversation with someone recently. Like, there are people in this world that like being sick, as in like throwing up. And there are other people in this world that don't like being sick. I am team throw up, because even though it's awful, you will feel better. I would rather just get the badness out than sit there feeling terrible for ages. Oh, Jane Louise says WrestleMania bingo. I guess I'll take a drink for WrestleMania bingo. Man, Sprite is good. I underestimate the power of Sprite. Chris J says, highlight, got a gig as a DJ for a wedding. That's sick. Hope that goes well. And completing chapter 10 of Resident Evil 4. Creepy stuff. I think I'm on like chapter 12. Mark Anthony is saying, I achieved my 7th platinum Alan Wake. Nice. Oh, Simply saying switching it up with Immy part 2 when? Maybe I'll ask her, see what she's been up to on the old Switch front. It's been almost a year now since she's had it, so maybe we do need to check in. Good reminder. Let's see what's going on. So I lost where I was in the highlight. God, lots of people here with highlights and lowlights. Love it. Pure Hollow says, just got here. Hey Lucy, how's it going? It's going well, thank you. It's great being here with you all and knowing we have a 4-day weekend, and I'm feeling good vibes today. So hopefully you're feeling the good vibes too. It's always a good vibe. Whoa, we don't even have to try. It's always a good vibe. Wow, I don't know why I'm feeling it today so much. Maybe, I don't know. I can't explain it. Some days you're just on a wild ride. B Collar says, highlight, been reading a lot of the book I'm reading and I'm loving it. Lowlight, I don't know what game to play and I really want to play an amazing single player story game. Well, could I interest you in a little bit of Resident Evil 4? I think that may be right up your alley, potentially, if you want narrative. You know, holiday's good fun too. So Dave says, Lowlight, currently suffering from an impacted wisdom tooth and won't have it out for maybe 2 weeks. Hopefully sooner though. Damn, well I hope you feel better soon. And I hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll get that sorted sooner than 2 weeks. Highlight is Resident Evil 4 Remake is just the best. I can't argue with that. It is pretty much the best. All right, let's skip to the bottom of the chat because I feel like I'm so far behind. Lucy trying to, well, you've got to try and summon the weather, okay? If you want it to be summer, you got to feel summer. What was I doing the other day where do you know what I started doing? I was like, you know what? I'm going to start drinking iced coffee because if I want to drink an iced coffee, I'm going to make it iced coffee season because I want that summer vibes. So there we go. Oh no, is it buffering? Maybe I should stop kicking the, I'll wait. Is that on the bingo? Bingo, there's lag. We'll see when we're back. It might be because I'm getting a little too hyperactive. The show just skipped for me. That might be me being hyperactive. Well, you'll never know what I just said. You will never know. You are lost, scared. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Wow, a lot of people our team don't throw up. That's so interesting. Jimmy is saying, would you kindly play Bioshock 1? I will for my Platinum Grand Slam. That is going to be the game I'm going to play for the PS3. Wow, we had another bingo while I was away. Bingo for the weather. I'll take another drink. But the thing is, I'm British, so that's like an easy get. If I'm going to talk about the weather, that's going to happen. Sandy beaches and cocktails. Oh, the arcades, of course. How could I forget the arcades? Yep, Pebbles on the beach. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awful. I do hate a pebbly beach. Team throw up and then feel better. Hell to the freak to the yeah. Pure Hollow saying, highlight, I'm 3 trophies away from Resident Evil 2 100%. Nice. That's awesome. Had a Lucy's 80s style freeze frame. Well, hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're back now. It's okay now, not buffering. Okay, I'm going to try not to kick the computer. I think that's what's happening. Sometimes I kick the desk and all hell breaks loose. We need some celebratory music, Lucy. Okay, I guess I'll just have to make some because I didn't come prepared for this. But my favourite music to celebrate to is always Jellyfish Jam. I wish I could beatbox. That's there we go. That's some celebratory music for you. Thank you. This is actually my normal going out jacket. I might take it off later, but it was feeling kind of cold, and I thought, you know what? If you can't dress up for your show birthday, when can you? And it is quite interesting having a second birthday. Does that make me like the Queen now? R.I.P. Rest in peace, Your Majesty. You were the best. You were the only thing I knew, to be fair. So yeah, I get to celebrate double birthday. It's not really my birthday. It's all our birthday. We can have a collective birthday. Why not? Chris J says, I haven't thrown up in almost 15 years, but I'd say throw up and bed up. Yeah, exactly. I don't say always, because that sounds bad. But as you guys know, my dad is not the greatest of cooks. So I have a lot of throw up stories. Oh yeah, is that a bingo? Lofty, I thought I'd bring him on for the show. Is that Negan's jacket? I don't know. This is the jacket in full. And now, modelling the spring wear. If it's not spring wear you are, you bring the spring to you. You spring out your spring wardrobe. From New Look, circa 2021. Right, so, are we all feeling good? Are we all feeling fun? I guess, I don't know, I'm feeling something or other. Let us then, if that's all we've got, I will hit you with my highlight, which I kind of already said. Easter, video, Wrestlemania, hanging out with my brother. You once threw up while watching The Never-Ending Story. That is a true story. That did happen. This is the true story of how I threw up watching The Never-Ending Story. Sometimes you forget, when you speak on the internet for so long, you don't even know what you said anymore. So you're forced to learn the cello, now drown out the hyperactive neighbour downstairs. It only happens on a Thursday. God. Fun and ready to groovy. Nice. I like it. Talking of throwing up, have you heard the new album, which is full of sounds of cows throwing up? It's called Now That's What You Call Music. Hey, I like it. Oh, I've got a joke. So actually, let's pretend it's not a joke and it's just an anecdote. Okay, so I went to the shops today, like I do sometimes, and I saw some guy and he had like a Scrabble board and he dropped it and all the letters went everywhere. And I went up to him and was like, sir, sorry you need help, but I just want to know, what's the word on the street? Okay, it's now time. Let's go. Oh, we got one last low light coming in here from Raymond. Low light, procrastinating on my first platinum, Borderlands 3. I mean, I was thinking about getting the Borderlands 3 platinum as well, and it's just annoying. It's annoying how long that is. Well, some people like the jokes. We got some lols. We got some nice. But we also got a... Come on, these are the jokes, kid. I don't know. I actually can't take credit for that joke. Someone sent it to me earlier today, and I just remembered it. So there we go. I've made original jokes. I told you the jokes at Christmas. It was the joke about the I can't remember, the ghosts at Christmas. But when you're inside, how is it on the street? No, I was walking on the street. And it was there. No one says, what's the word on the floor? What's the word on the laminated carpet? That doesn't make any sense. All right, so clip of the week comes by way of Resident Evil 4, which we'll talk about a little bit shortly. I've got a little jump scare for you, so please enjoy a clip of the week or avert your eyes if you don't want to be spoiled because something happens in a section of a game that came out many years ago. Enjoy!
I don't like this. Ah! Oh. Fuck. Shit. Oh. How am I supposed to know? That one.
So there we go. That was a very short clip of the week for you there, which was me getting jump scared by Resident Evil 4. Again, not really much happened this week. I had to really... Bingo Ashley! No way! We didn't get a Bingo Ashley. I have so many... Corey saying I have so many Resident Evil 4 jump scares. That was the one that really got me. I haven't had one in a while. Yeah, that was a section that was... Is that real? That was real. That was a real... I wasn't expecting that. It was just awful, and that guy just came out of there. And also, he felt really... vulnerable as Ashley. Bingo, Resident Evil 4. We'll take a drink for Resident Evil 4. There we go. God, how many have we had so far? So let's move on then to what have I been playing this week. I don't think I can do stand-up comedy. Isn't stand-up comedy when you have to write funny anecdotes about your life? I don't think I have anything funny to really say. or stand up about. I actually just do sit down comedy. That's more my vibe. So maybe just wheel on a desk chair and then I can talk about something. What is the scariest RE game in your opinion? What is the scariest? Well, I've not played all of them yet. So, out of the ones I've played, I think 2. 2 is the scariest because Mr. X was like legit terrifying. We've had 7 bingos. Good lord. People are saying Resident Evil 7 is the scariest. Well, I've not played that yet, but I will at some point. Late night. Yes, that's what I like. I like it's a late night talk show vibe. Maybe I've got to do that intro where they talk about, so this week on the news, we saw that there was a flood somewhere, which isn't very funny. So maybe I shouldn't talk about floods. So maybe I'm not very good at the intro, obviously. I wouldn't talk about floods. So I'd say 2 because I thought Mr. X was like legit terrifying. In fact, I had nightmares about Mr. X coming to get me. I think it's something about that slow, solemn like pace of walking that he's always following you. Whereas Nemesis just was too over the top and just felt like another big kind of monster. Resident Evil 1 was still pretty scary to be fair, but because it was slightly, you know, that vibe where it's like locked cameras in corners. Like there was scary moments, but I guess I'm definitely gonna say 2 because of Mr. X. Mr. X, and that was that time where I saw a real life Mr. X in the street. That was horrific. That was terrifying. He obviously got his style from Resident Evil 2. So I will eventually play 7. I will eventually play 8. Next up on the docket is Resident Evil 6, which myself and the mysterious co-op partner will get to. But we decided that we're both playing Resident Evil 4 at the moment. So you can have too much of a good thing. So maybe we should stick to Resident Evil 4. And then once we've done that, we'll go to 6. And then we will part ways. Me and the mysterious co-op partner are going to shake hands and be like, see you down the road, partner. Because there'll be no more Resident Evils for us to play. Because I'm ditching his ass for what he did to me for Fallout 76. My God, we're still working our way through that. Anyway, so Resident Evil 4 is definitely the game that I have been playing at the moment. I would just like to say, everybody, I know everyone on the street is saying it. In fact, the guy that dropped his Scrabble pieces on the road, when I looked down at the Scrabble pieces, I was like, good Lord, the word on the street is that Resident Evil 4 is a damn good video game. And the guy was like, it really is. And I was like, yes, it really is. Like, it is giving me Uncharted 2 vibes in the bestest way. Like, I know that, like, Resident Evil probably inspired Uncharted, which I think has in turn inspired this remake. But I'm just like, the game just flows so well. Like, this is how I always describe Uncharted 2. I feel like when I play Uncharted 2, I'm on a lovely riverboat that's just going down the stream, and sometimes you go down a little waterfall, and it's just always flowing. There's never any stops. The narrative just goes. It's always a good time, and I'm feeling the same Resident Evil 4. It's just so fun as well, like seeing how much they've like shook things up or twisted the story somehow, and you're not expecting the unexpected kind of thing. And you're like, what's going on? Like, it's just a really good time, and these are the type of video games that I like. I like third-person shooter narrative stories. Tick, tick, tick. What makes a good video game in my book? Good story, good gameplay, fun dialogue, as in like, you know, you have a laugh, and there must be a fourth thing. But those are the 3 that come to mind. Like, I like playing the game. I like listening to the cutscenes. I'm invested. I'm not on my phone. I'm not, you know, I'm like there. I'm present. There's a good gameplay loop. I want to come back and I want to play it again. Replayability is another thing that I think is important in video games, actually. That's what, like, you don't want to play something unforgettable. I know that I'm a grown-up adult now, for fuck's sake, so I don't have time to play games as much as I used to. But if I could, I'd love playing like some of my top games over and over again. That's what it's about. Like, I want to relive these stories. I want to replay these games because they're just damn good. And so I do like the fact that, well, once I finish the first playthrough, I'll have to go and get that platinum, obviously. But I'm excited to do that. It's got a great trophy list as well, which for me helps because I just think that's really good. It's just good. So Em is asking, is Ashley better in the remake? She is better. She's definitely not an annoying child. There are weird bits though still. They've still got this weird sort of unspoken thing happening between them. And sometimes she just goes, behind you, and you're like, sorry, what are you doing? She can hold her own a bit more. She kind of has a bit more gumption to her. But I do like sometimes when they're just together, she'll be like, Leon, are you okay? And he goes, yeah, no sweat. Or, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, it's just weird. Some of those lines are a bit funky. But she's definitely a more rounded or appropriately made character, if that makes sense. Oh, best quote of the game, Leon, 99, nice. See, this is the thing. They kept the humor to it as well. Like, a lot of good, just like dumb lines, which are funny that I'd want to hear again. Yeah, both her and Luis are breathing so loud, and for what? Exactly. Her constant panting is so annoying and a bit weird as well. I know, isn't it? I noticed that. Oh, but this is what I really want to do, actually. I haven't actually done it, but maybe I'll do it on my next playthrough. Like, everyone was saying to play it with a 3D Pulse headset, which I've not been doing, because, I don't know, sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And they're saying that the 3D audio is quite good, so I should do that. Interesting, I must say that replayability never comes to mind for me. Backlog is too much to be in a state to replay games. I get what you're saying, like, I think for me, like, even though I don't have the time to replay games, the fact that I want to replay them must mean something. It must mean that it's a good game. Like, I 100%, like, really want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 again at some point. Like, as soon as I finished it, I was like, now I know that that's a massive commitment, but maybe one day in, like, 5 years' time, I'll be like, you know what? I want to revisit this story. Like, I feel like, for me, a good video game, there has to be that story hook. Because I don't really watch TV or movies that much, so that's how I get that kind of, like, storytelling medium. So that's for me, it's like, I would love to like revisit, re-experience the game, but of course Red Dead Redemption 2 is mad big. So these are good, these are some good games, these Resident Evil games, and I'm excited to see how it ends, to see how different it is. It's just so well put together. Like, I like how the two games can actually live together, kind of thing. Like, there are things about the first game that I really like, and well, I say the first one is in the original, but there's things about this one I like too. I don't think one is particularly better than the other. I think you can get enjoyment out of both. And like, obviously there are things like, you know, the gameplay is tighter in the new one, and it's maybe, I don't know, but I really still like the gameplay from the first one once I get into it. Like, the shooting was like a lot, but it's still, I don't know, I'd still want to play the original game. Like, I don't think this one really replaces it. It's just a different spin on it. And I think that this could be the way for remakes in the future. Because I don't know what's left, everybody. We've got so many games now that have been remade from the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, even further back era. But when we start getting to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, the games are already pretty solid. Like, they don't really need an overhaul. Like, so I'm thinking, what happens when all the remakes have been remade? I think the way forward is the remake mixes, which we're getting now with the Resident Evil games. Like, can you imagine? I was saying this to someone the other day. Like, you don't need to remake the Uncharted games. They already came out. They look great. They play great. Do I really need to play Uncharted on the PS6 in 120 frames per second? Like, maybe it would be great, maybe not. But what if they remade Uncharted 1, but remixed it? Like, because I think Uncharted 1 is a great game, great story, but the gameplay is a little bit weak because it is a lot of, like, hordes of enemies just come in and you just have to fight people for like 10, 20 minutes at a time while the next wave comes. But what if they like did a Resident Evil spin on it where it's still the same beat to beat story? Like, you still have the same beginning and the same end, but there are certain bits that are just twisted, like, and they could put in some of those big set pieces that Uncharted became known for. Like, what could they do? Okay, so we're at the, like, something in the fortress, like maybe when you're in the, I'm trying to think of what, like maybe in the bunker or something a bit more bombastic or cool or crazy could happen with the, you know, the Spaniards, rather than just like running around waves. Like, it could be a bit more cinematic or something like that. Like, I think that would be super cool to have maybe some of these games like just reimagined for the next gen, if we really have to keep remakes. So now it must be bottom of the barrel, surely. Like, what is left to be remade that hasn't been remade? I don't know, unless someone wants to throw out something in the chat that they can think of. I think everything that people used to ask me back in the day all the time, like, what's a game that you'd really like to come to, like, you know, like be remade or remastered? And I would always say Crash Bandicoot, and check. And then there was other ones that would always be like, this one's happened, check. Now, actually, I would like the original Tomb Raiders to potentially be remade. That would be pretty cool. It would be nice to replay those maybe in the new Tomb Raider style, just because I feel like those are seminal games, but because they're quite clunky and difficult to play, young me just never got very far in them. But I think they are something that I would like to play just for my own experience as someone who, you know, gamer, someone who plays video games. I think it'd be good to have that foundational knowledge and maybe to play that again. So, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, we've got a Crash Bingo. Crash Bingo. I would also quite like, we're getting the blueberry at the bottom here, the Harry Potter games to be remastered. That would be pretty good. That would be, like, I said last week, I like Hogwarts Legacy, it's fine, but I think I just like the Harry Potter movies, so I kind of just want to play those again. First 3 Tomb Raider games are legendary, so this one, Simpsons Hit and Run remastered. That would be pretty good. Oh god, Harry Potter bingo as well. Blimey, all the things. Bingo, cheers. I'll have to top up my drink in a second. Metal Gear Solid, I guess, yeah, Metal Gear Solid is one we are missing. Bingo, bingo everywhere. Metal Gear Solid, I suppose, would be good. I only played the demo of the first one, and I've never really played a Metal Gear Solid since. Would love Dino Crisis. Everyone talks about Dino Crisis, but I never actually played it. So yeah, Resident Evil 4, I'm excited to finish it up. Oh god, what a shout. GTA 4, would love that to be remastered. That would be great, actually. Assassin's Creed 1. Now we're getting to PS3. Like, when do we stop? That's what I'm saying. Like, I really like how this isn't just beat for beat the original game. Like, it makes it fun. Like, I love that I've played Resident Evil 4 just 3 years ago, because it is so cool going into the next part of the game. Like, oh, I know how this plays out, but no, I don't. It's different. It's fresh. It still gives you surprises that you're not expecting, and it's just a damn good time. It's just, and I can't wait for, I don't know. I'm just addicted to it. It's nice to have when I'm in. I love when I'm in that zone where I'm just playing a video game, loving it, and it's good. I would love if they remastered Resident Evil 4 in 2023. Wouldn't that be wonderful? They could use remakes to go deeper into the narrative, potentially, yeah, because like that's a big part of video games now. Like, we have, obviously, the gameplay is always king, because that's what makes it a video game. But, you know, the narrative strides that video games have made nowadays are obviously quite big. So, yeah, I think that's what I would like. Any PS3 game pre-trophy era would be a cool remake. Exactly, I would agree, actually. Those are pretty cool. So that's what I have been playing at the moment. Hopefully looking to continue and potentially finish playing it tomorrow on a stream, if I can. Oh, Corey's saying the original Resident Evil 4 was my favourite. Resident Evil. Now that I've played through it twice, I honestly think it's good enough to overtake the original for me. Now I plan on making it Platinum 200. That's so good. Like, that's such cool feedback. Like, I'm kind of sad. I feel like I would have loved the original Resident Evil 4 if I'd played it at the time. And I was thinking about, I don't know if I like this game a lot. I don't know if it's enough to go into my top 10 video games of all time. But it's definitely the style of game that I really enjoy. And it's, as I said, it just reminds me of Uncharted 2. Like, there's no moment of this game that I don't enjoy type thing. There's no sort of like, oh, not this bit kind of thing. It's kind of always like, oh, I really like the village part, and then you're going to the thing. And it's actually interesting what bits they've dropped as well, and how they've the other thing I really like, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I feel like there's like certain parts of the game that aren't there anymore, but they give little winks and nods to it. Like, we know that this bit isn't here anymore, but here's a thing that was in the original, but it's slightly different now. I like that, because you're like, oh, that's where that is. Because, you know, I'm sure like other people, you're like anticipating like, oh, I'm waiting for this section. Like, for instance, as soon as I walked into the water room, like everyone knows the water room, I was like, oh, I'm in the water room. Like, this is like, that was such a hard section in the original, and it was like quite cool to be there again. And so certain bits, oh, and when I went into the room where it was the two, what are they called? The Gators? Is that what they're called? Oh my god, and when finding one of those for the first time, and that was like scary. I was like, oh, like stuff like that. I was like, this is cool, but different. It's so good. And Converge says, I'm still on the first level of Resident Evil 4. I've been really into the Final Fantasy VII remake. I had never played a Final Fantasy game before. I thought it was for nerds. The story is great, and I am loving it. I don't know how I feel about Final Fantasy. It's one of the ones that kind of passed me by. The Garador? Yeah, cabin fight. It's got so many good moments in this game. Did you see the broken mountain lift, but you don't ride it like me? Yeah, I didn't actually see it was broken. See, stuff like that. I'm big into it. I think it's great. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it rounds off at the end. So let us switching gears now, as Michael Cole would say. I do want to touch briefly on Wrestlemania. Now, I'm sorry for people who don't watch wrestling, but Wrestlemania, I like to talk about this one because it is the showcase of the Immortals, the big one in the WWE that happens in the April time, happened this weekend. I always take Monday off to watch Wrestlemania, and now they do a 2-day Wrestlemania. So you get Wrestlemania Night 1, Wrestlemania Night 2. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I thought this was probably the best Wrestlemania that I'd seen in a while. This one stood out to me as like a good time, a good feasible show that I enjoyed watching. Like, there wasn't, even some of the filler matches, like there were a couple that I was like, meh on. But I think overall, I was into it. I think I enjoyed Night 2 a little bit more because it had a bit more of a Wrestlemania big match feel. Whereas the first night was a bit more, I don't know, the first half of WrestleMania, like the build up. We got another bingo wrestling. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to make my drink. Is this bad? I'm basically almost drunk half of this soju. At least I got the day off tomorrow, I guess. Don't have to. One time I did the show, I remember, and I had a Red Bull. I don't know if anyone watched the Red Bull episode. That's probably one of the worst episodes. I don't know what's worse, the Red Bull episode or the episode where I drank coffee. But I remember I had a one-on-one on my manager at the time, the next day, and I was just like, oh, yeah, I mean, I haven't really slept because I drank Red Bull at like 8 o'clock at night last night. He was like, why did you do that? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't know how to get around that one. I didn't sleep entirely that entire night. Right. Bingo again for wrestling. Cheers. So a few spoilers, I suppose, for WrestleMania if anybody actually cares that I'm about to spoil WrestleMania. But I'd say the matches that I enjoyed the most were... on night one, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, good stuff. I was kind of a bit upset that wasn't the main event because I felt like, I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but I kind of wanted the Royal Rumble winner, being Rhea Ripley, to main event, like the championship match. But I get that the tag team match was the bigger story and the bloodline and all that. But I just felt like this was like, I don't know, maybe I'm biased because I am a woman, in case you didn't realise. I was like, I felt like they earned it. Like Rhea Ripley's been on a good, like, doing stuff with the Judgment Day. And so, I don't know, it felt a bit weird having a tag match at the main event, just even though it was like a big sort of like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But I just think Sami Zayn's a bad friend, so I also don't care. I was like, why is he friends with him again? I can't also speak because I didn't watch the week to week. But I thought Rhea, Charlotte, I knew that they had a great match because I remember watching their match that they had at WrestleMania 36, I believe, which was the pandemic WrestleMania, which was such a shame because I remember sitting there and watching it and being like, this is a good match. But my brain knows it's a good match, but I just don't feel it because it was missing the crowd. Like the crowd brings so much to the actual show. So I was very confident that they would be able to bring that vibe back. And they did. They did a great job. Also, crowd was great. Set, WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. Amazing. Like, God, one day I'm gonna be there at WrestleMania. It's gonna be so exciting. Like, so that was pretty good. I also did like Ray versus Dominic. That was some classic wrestling shit right there. For those of you that don't know, let me tell you a little bit about Ray versus Dominic. So Ray's his dad, Dominic's his kid. He brought him into the WWE. They were like pretty cute together. It was like father and son. He was like a daddy's boy. But then the Judgment Day, who were this kind of like evil gothic like faction, kind of like brought Dominic to come over and was like, come hang out with us. So then he betrayed his dad, and now this woman Rhea Ripley's like, I'm your mummy, or your mammy to him. He's like, oh yeah. So then he's like trying to get his dad to like beat, like, because he's like goes and beats up his dad. He's like, you're gonna hit me, dad, and his dad just won't hit him. And so eventually Dominic says something about his mum, and then Ray's like, no, you don't talk to your mum like that. And he eventually hits, and he's like, you're a deadbeat dad, and you're a deadbeat mum. So it was time for Ray to lay hands on his kid and like give him like what for. So then, but of course, this is such a hard rivalry. Dominic went to prison. He had to spend 2 hours in prison. It changed him, made him a different man. He comes out, and of course, he is sponsored by Crunchy Cinnamon Crunch, as you would be in a blood feud between father and son. So that's the one thing I will say about WrestleMania. I get it, they're very like savvy on the old making the monies, doing the advertisements. The advertising was on another level. Like, it was ridiculous. Imagine if I was here like, oh, so by the way, we're going to talk about this now. Oh, by the way, it's sponsored by insert brand, and it comes up everywhere. Like, Ray is like beating 10 bells out of his son, and at ringside is a cinnamon crunch dancing about, and then the whole ring is like purple or whatever. It's ridiculous. And then it would be like the main event, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, sponsored by your taxes, because the tribal chief always pays his taxes. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens always pay their taxes. The bloodline's on that. I don't know, it was too much. Like, and then it was like the Hell in a Cell. Russell, what's his name? Russell Kurt, or Kurt Russell. He was there being like, oh, the Exodus and whatever. Like, I don't know. There was sometimes where I was watching it and there was like 15 minutes of just advertisements. Like, we need to chill it a bit. We need to step it. Like, I feel bad because I know that people got to make money the way they got to make money, but sometimes it was just too much. So that was pretty fun. I'd like to give a shout out. Yes. I also want to give a shout out to Snoop Dogg. D-O to the double G. Now, Snoop Dogg, I don't know if you're watching the Snoop Dogg, but you might be out there, Snoop. You might be watching it. You might be a fan of Lockin' It Down with Lucy. Who knows? I'd like to say, I think you're good people, Snoop. You seem like a chill guy, and I'd like to hang with you someday. Maybe we could throw a few bars together. I've been known to rap now and again, Snoop. Maybe we can do a collab or something. I don't know. But yeah, he seemed like a super chill guy, and I did enjoy him and the Miz's like banter being the host, and he seemed very good and like calm on the mic, like just saying stuff and like, you know, ad-libbing. And then there was like an awkward moment when Shane McMahon came out and then he like busted his knee, and then it was pretty awkward because it was like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then Snoop Dogg just comes in and just improvises, drops the people's elbow, and then he gets the win. Snoop Dogg has a win at WrestleMania. How exciting. And Oscar still does it apparently. So I thought that was good. I thought he did a great job. That's what I like, when they get the celebs in, but the celebrities actually care about wrestling. So if anyone's out there, WWE, maybe Hunter, if you're watching, I'm a fan. I'd love to be on the show. I'd love to cut a promo on the mic. That would be fun. I mean, they're getting the YouTubers in now. They had Logan Paul wrestling Seth Rollins, which is fine. But then, when the Prime drink came out, guess who was in the Prime drink? It was only one KSI, which me and Rob were like, it's KSI! Now, I'm not a big KSI fan, but I think the guy's like, fine, you know, he's from the UK, got to represent. But my brother, he did used to watch KSI's videos back in the day when he used to do FIFA videos. So he was like, oh my God. So maybe I'll be out there one day wrestling Lita and Trish. Who knows? I could bring a storyline. I could cut promo. Didn't Snoop do the Just Eat promo while he was there? I don't know. Who would I wrestle, Lucy? Oof. I mean, I can't wrestle because look at me. I'm, I'd probably snap like a twig. But if I had to wrestle someone like, I don't know, fantasy match Lita would be pretty cool. Becky Lynch is a solid wrestler. She would be good. I'd be afraid to fight Bianca Belair because she would destroy me. Because she is like an athlete. She is intense. Charlotte Flair used to be for a long time my woman crush. Thought she was the best. I loved her. But she's changed. I still respect Charlotte. That's the thing about Charlotte, actually. She does always give a solid match, like pretty much all the time. I'd probably just have to wrestle a broom or something. Just like, yeah. So, I would just like to give a shout out to Bianca Belair. And Oscar, which I also thought did a great match as well. Solid stuff. But, and then that Hell in a Cell match with Edge and the Demon Finn Balor. So, like, I was saying to someone else recently, like, you know how, so Finn Balor, he's this, like, guy from Ireland. And sometimes when he has to really dig deep, he has to bring out the worst side of himself, the demon, and he transforms. That's who Moody XP is. Moody XP is the demon within me. Sometimes I have to transform. And he does he used to wear the leather jacket. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. That used to be his gimmick. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But then there was like, they had some epic entrances as well. Yes, the Slayer entrance for Edge was pretty cool. But then they did a thing where he threw a ladder into Finn Balor and he got like a massive like cut in his head, like all the way from here to here. And we were like, no, hopefully he won't get stopped by another injury. But of course, Finn Balor wasn't going to let that happen. Finn Balor wrestled with a dislocated shoulder. So he like stitched him up at ringside and then he got back on the match. I was like, so that was a fun match. I enjoyed watching that. And then the main event, oh my God, a Moody XP bingo. Cheers. The main event, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Could Cody Rhodes finish the story? It felt like all signs were pointing to Rhodes going over. Rhodes finally winning. Roman Reigns, for those of you who don't know, he is the champion. He's been the champion for like 950 something days or whatever. Hasn't been pinned since 2019. He's been on this epic streak run with the bloodline. Everyone, it sort of all felt like it was a culminating to this moment. He'd beaten everybody on the roster, but Cody Rhodes was like, come back, and he had this big storyline. Then he was gone because he was injured. Now he come back, and it felt like, who else if not? Also, thank God we didn't have to watch another Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar match. Oh my God. Anyway, it felt like it was all going to be Cody Rhodes' night, and then it just all fell apart. Like I was dumbfounded. Like me and my brother were like I'm no massive Cody Rhodes fan, but I do love his entrance. Like adrenaline, in my veins, to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go over home. Wow! Like that was, oh my God! Imagine me in the arena and doing all that. Oh, I was sick. Bow to me. Anyway. So we all thought it was gonna be his time, and then like all the tribal cheating happening. Like, have you tried to face him on W2K23? Like afterwards, me and my brother were like, no. I went home and there's a trophy to beat Roman Reigns on legend difficulty. This guy is ridiculous, right? He kicks out of everything. He then calls the Usos in every match. I finally did beat him, as your boy John Cena managed to get the job done and beat him eventually. But he's like putting all the cards out to try and cheat the match. I couldn't believe it. Anyway. Wasn't Cody Rhodes' night. Unfortunately, ended on another Roman Reigns victory. I can't believe it. I feel like when this guy is done, he's probably done for a while, I imagine. So there we go. That was a WrestleMania. Yeah, he is an overall of 99 on Legend difficulty. He is pretty tough. those are my thoughts on WrestleMania. I had a good time watching it. I felt like I was more invested in night 2 than I was night 1, but maybe I was slightly more awake on night 2. I enjoy getting into the wrestling, so we shall see. Next year, WrestleMania 40, who knows? One day, in the WrestleMania 40s, I might be there. I can't say I follow most of that, but I loved the enthusiasm. That's the thing, that's what I like about wrestling. It's so over the top, it's so bombastic. I love to just like grab a mic and cut a promo, but like, Roman Reigns, you big old cheating WWE 2K23. I know you're going to call out the Usos every 10 seconds in your match, but your boy John Cena, he's never going to back down and he is never going to quit. It may have taken me 5 rematches to finally kick your ass, but once I did, you know it was sweet, sweet victory, Roman. You will never, ever have that title again on WWE 2K23 as long as I am playing it. Mic drop. Right. I'd love to cut a promo. Wouldn't it be fun? I'd love to cut a promo at work. Can you imagine if I just went mad and was just like, Anyway, so what's next on the show? What am I talking about now? Maybe we should take a little breather. Maybe it is time to talk about, let's talk about E3. That was meant to be the main thing. What would your wrestling name be? Maybe something like Lucy Lee or something. Oh no, that's AJ's Lee's name. I don't know. Let's talk about the main topic of the show, E3. I'm going to check in on the poll real quick. So, will you miss E3? 26% of you said indifferent, 37% of you said no, and 37% of you say yes. Interesting. Yes. Wait, true story, my aunt once said we're going to have to start looking for a new Lucy. My young cousin Lucy overheard it and started crying, thinking he said we need a new Lucy. I remember when I went to my nan's house and she had a bin called Lucy. That was sad. I was like, what? Who would call a bin Lucy? Like, am I that rubbish? E3. So let's think about some E3 memories. Reminisce with me now, and we'll give a toast. E3, you were a staple in gaming, I don't know, the gaming calendar throughout the year. It was something everyone looked forward to, and I'm sure developers dreaded because they had to crunch in order to make you all a 5-minute demo for your enjoyment. There were highs, there were lows, there were announcements, there were delays, but it was always entertaining, apart from when you had to watch a 20-minute video about the next Call of Duty video. Staying up and waking up in the middle of the night in the hopes of seeing a glimpse of your favourite next game was always a wonder, and being on Twitter, tweeting all your thoughts out into the ethos in hopes that someone might care about what you thought was all part of the joy of watching E3. But for now, you will no longer exist as everyone has backed out. Everyone does the Nintendo things, the Nintendo Directs, the state of plays. Everyone found their own way to promote their own shit at their own time. So for now, we shall remember what you were, and for what you always were will be, the electronic entertainment, another E word, RIP E3. We remember you dearly. So, yes, I do. Ian Crawley, thank you for being a member of the XP Zone for 5 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So yeah, hit me with your E3 memories. Hit me, I guess the rise of YouTube and online in general, E3 isn't as big anymore, in the same way that video game mags used to be the big thing every month. Exactly. Moody's XP would be the bigger 4-leg. That's very good. Ridge Racer. So I can't remember actually what the first E3 that I watched was. I don't really remember. So when I was like playing the PS3, that's when I started to get really into Podcast Beyond and start to learn a bit more about the business of video game creation. And I think maybe then I heard about this E3 thing, and I would watch. So what I started doing is I started like setting my alarm. So I would go to bed at night and I would set my alarm for like what it used to come on like 1 a.m. or something. So and then I would wake up, log on to my PS3, watch it on the thing, and then I would sit there on Twitter tweeting about it like whenever something happened. So I think my main memories were getting like super, super excited about the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy remake. Like I lost. The funny thing is because it happens at the UK overnight. I remember just sitting there and it was like do 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 do, and I went, oh my god, yes. Because obviously I couldn't shout because everyone was asleep. And I was like losing my tiny mind going, oh my god, this is so cool. Yes, oh my god. And then I had to like obviously tweet about it because I had to let everyone know that I was super excited. So that was pretty good. Was Uncharted 4 released on E3? Was that a thing? What about Last of Us? Or because sometimes I get a bit mixed with PSX, which was PlayStation's own show. That was pretty exciting. I do remember the classic. What was that guy's name? Adam Boyes and Shuhei Yoshida saying, "Hey everyone, this is how you share games on PlayStation." They just gave each other a game, and they were like, "That's how you share a game." Like, that was a classic moment. Was that also when they announced the new PS Plus? That was a time. But keep your thoughts to yourself. It seems to me that having the public attend made the logistics of the whole thing a lot more different. Yes, that was the thing. Originally, it was just a press show that, the press would show up to, and then they started like letting other people in, so it became more of like a convention type thing, which I don't know, maybe that did kind of like not ruin it, but I just remember there was all like so much content from E3. Like you'd watch the show, and then I'd be excited to watch PlayStation Access interview all the people about all the PlayStation games that were coming out. Yeah, I miss, yes, exactly. I miss the hype moments of the full crowd. Everyone go, oh my God. I remembered another classic E3 moment. I think this was E3. I'm not sure if I'm getting certain things mixed up, but I feel like PSX was like, only happened like 3 times. But I remember the one that opened up and it was going, ho, 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 and they had the whole orchestra there, and it was the God of War, and they announced God of War. Now, I never really played God of War, so I wasn't really super hyped. But then when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So that was pretty cool. Yes, Emma's just talking about, did you watch the E3 reveal for 2018 God of War? That was very cool and very well done. Uncharted 4 even did the trophy where Drake, where Drake stands there in the market like the E3. That was so exciting. Oh my God. I remember I was staying up at E3, and I can't remember what happened in that one, but I was kind of like holding out hope that there would be something, and then I saw Nate at the end, and then there was that classic moment where the game just didn't play for a bit. And so he just stood there, and then they eventually did it, and it was a whole Jeep bit, and I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And then he crashed into the bridge bit, and then it cut to black. And then I think they revealed the rest of that bit later on at E3, but I swore to myself to never watch it. And it was the best decision I made, because playing the rest of that Jeep section for myself was so epic. My favorite part of the game by far, and I'm so happy that I didn't watch any more of it. I guess that's kind of something I do now. Like, I try and be a bit more media blackout, I suppose, just because I think of that moment and how much I enjoyed playing that part of Uncharted 4, that I was like, yes, I want that again. The Skyrim trailer. I don't think I watched E3 when Skyrim was announced. Is E3 or Uncharted staying still? Yes, it was. Yes, as confirmed by Skip to the End earlier. So yeah, those are my main, I think, memories of like watching E3 as a fan. I have one memory of working E3. So in 2016 was when I got my job at PlayStation, and I had to work the show, which was quite interesting. So what would happen is you would come in at like 8 o'clock at night. So I'd start my normal shift. So I got to work, I did my day job from 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock, and then we all got into our like comfy clothes. Like, there was a picture of me, and I couldn't really find it, but I remember there's a picture of all of us that were working E3 that night. I also got a Starbucks. I remember getting a Starbucks, which was a big mistake because I didn't drink much coffee back then, and I was like buzzing. I was like, and then it kind of like made me feel a bit like, I don't know why. I feel like I felt a bit weirded out by the whole experience. Anyway, so when there was we used to work in the office where there was like a little sofa area. So we all went to the sofa area at 1 o'clock and we watched the show. And then when the show was done, we had to like get everything ready on the website so that when everyone woke up the next day, all of the announcements were there. Now, we didn't know anything that was going to happen. That's part of the joy. Like, I never really know anything. I find it out at the same time as you guys, but then I just have to work it and then, get everything together. So after the show finishes, we go back to our desks and then we wait for the assets to be delivered to us so that we could build the web pages. And then I think I went home the next day at like 8 o'clock. So that E3 that I worked, I remember Shadow of the Colossus was announced. That was the big one that I remember, because I don't remember what big announcement was from that one, but that was the first and last time that I worked at an E3, because then it just became less of a big deal. So we didn't have to we didn't have to do that anymore. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, I do remember there was a point in the night where it was like 5 a.m. and I just sort of like, I think because I had so much coffee, I just like freaked myself out or something, and then I was like, I need to go outside for a bit. So that was weird. But yeah, I think E3 it had its time, it had its moment, and you know what? There were some fun moments, but I don't know. The state of play is not as exciting, is it? I guess it's kind of like, I don't know. I liked seeing. I think this is what I will miss about E3 actually. I miss the personalities. Like, I miss seeing the people that work. Like, I always kind of like wanted to go up on the stage one day at an E3 and present something. Like, I thought it'd be so cool to go, and one last thing, or and it's out today. Like, I don't know, maybe one day I'll have a chance to do some kind of press conference thing. But I did like, it made like PlayStation feel more like a community, that you knew Shuhei Yoshida, you saw him and he'd come out and talk about stuff. You saw Adam Boyce, you saw that other guy, Sean Layden. Like, they became like celebrities in their own right somehow. Like, even though they were just businessmen doing their job, like, it was just cool. It made it feel like more personable. And I do kind of miss that, because we don't have that. There's no notable people. Like Gio Corsi, he was like big out for like the PS Vita. Like, all those people just meant like a lot back then. So yeah. Now State of Plays have zero energy. I want to bring the energy to State of Play. Hire me for State of Play, please. I'd love to do that. So yeah, that's all I have to say about E3. May it rest in peace and all its memories forevermore. Don't feel like games are as groundbreaking these days. Seem like most are the same or remasters. I don't know. I guess I am excited that now we've got what are we? 3 years into the PS5. I'm hoping that, I don't know, soon we should start getting some new things on PS5, and that's going to be super exciting. Like, what is going to be my next favorite PS5 game? That's a new game. Like, I can't wait. What's the next new IP that I'm going to be super into? That's what I'm excited for. Coming soon, hopefully. Yes, Sean Layden's jumpers and t-shirts teasing a future announcement were cool. Yeah, because he used to wear like Wipeout shirts, and then he used to wear like Crash Bandicoot shirts, that type of thing. A lot of innovation is usually within the indie space. Yeah, I should probably check that out a bit more, I suppose. So, yeah, E3, may it rest in peace. So, I'm going to take a little quick cheeky break here. During that break, let's watch some of the Lunar Logs, shall we? Lunar Logs. Then we'll come back. We've got something to do, something to play. God, the show is just whizzing by today. So, please enjoy the Lunar Logs. Your face is comical.
He's like, are you all seeing this? Is everybody seeing this?
She's like, why is everyone looking at me? Is that good?
I wish someone would brush my hair.
Blimey, that clip was quicker than I was expecting it to be. I was like, oh my God, I thought I had time. While we were on a break, there were 9 out of 20 bingos. Thank you, Corey. Thank you for the update on that. Right. Speaking of Corey, segue. Yes, that was Luna getting pampered. My God, but that dog gets pampered a lot. So, Corey brought to my attention there's like a card thing that we could look at, which says what games that you like or whatever. So we're going to do that together now for my gaming preferences. So let us go to the screen, which is here. And we're going to move over to this. Here we are. Hopefully you can hear me. Somewhere out there, somewhere only we know. I don't know what I'm moving. I'm moving something. So this is About You video games. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or is that work? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. Yeah, 3 times 6 is 18. So there's 18 of these. So we can I don't know if we need to go through all of them. I mean, I could do a quick run through of some of them. But I'm wondering if people will be able to guess. And if anyone wants to take a guess and gets it correctly, then then you can win yourself a postcard winners, because we haven't done postcard winnings in ages. So okay, so let us start. Who would like to go first? Who would like to pick one? I'm gonna start first, actually, with favorite game of all time. We all know what it's probably gonna be, right? We're gonna guess collectively that it's an easy one. We all know the answer. It's Uncharted 2. So that is, Uncharted 2 is, of course, my favourite game of all time. I don't need to talk about it any more than I've talked about it. it's just the best. It's the best. I love it. So don't worry, not all of these answers will be Uncharted. And also, please forgive the terrible photoshopping. I did this super quickly the other day because I didn't have much time. So if you would like to pick a category, if you think you have a chance to earn yourself a postcard, I would like you to select the fire emoji. First fire emoji I see gets to pick. All right, I'll give you some time. You hate Everyone Loves Horizon. I can't even remember some of the answers to this. I did this on like Monday or something. So first fire emoji. If you think you know, you can pick something on the board and you can find out if you can get it. Oh, now I have to go by who's first on my screen. It is a very diligent bugger. They are first on my screen. You, sir or madam, have the floor. What would you like to pick in order to win yourself a postcard? Actually, Robert Ward did it a good way. He did fire emoji and then wrote the category. I think we'll do that next time. So, in your own time, a very diligent bugger, you have won the first pick to win a postcard. You think you know me? You think you know me? Well, you never even did. Right. A very diligent bugger has gone for a game you hate that everyone loves and thinks is Horizon. Let's see. Did Lucy say a game you love but everyone hates is Horizon? Our survey says, I went for The Last of Us Part 2. Now, why did I go for The Last of Us Part 2? I actually forgot about Horizon, to be fair. I didn't actually think about it. The first game that came to my head was The Last of Us, because I know that a lot of people do love this game. And I always go on record to say that I find the game very, very frustrating and very annoying. But I don't know, I've got this love-hate relationship with it. So, unfortunately, no postcard win here today. Boo. Okay, who thinks they know me? You think you know me. Dun, 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 dun. All right, next person. I would like you to... It's a different emoji now. It's a different emoji. I want to play the game, but I play the game. This time, I would like you to put the party emoji, you know, the person going up, blah, 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 and your category. Blah, blah, that one. You know what I'm talking about. The one with the party hat. The one that's in the description of this video, if it's up or down right now. I still go up, but I don't think the title of the video has been up. Well, I think everyone does. Hey, Jane Louise is in there with relaxing. Okay, Jane Louise, you have the floor. What do you think is a game that I find relaxing to win a postcard? Da, 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 da. What am I singing? Robert Wall will know what I'm singing. Da, 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 da. Okay, Jane Louise is going for a game I find relaxing, Skyrim. What does our survey says? Game that I find relaxing. Are we still on the board here? We asked them on the board. They're saying Skyrim. Our survey says Skyrim! You've won yourself a postcard. Very good. Very good. Jane Louise. Skyrim. Okay, next up, I will get in contact with you in due course for another postcard. We won't do a postcard for everyone. We'll do about 5 postcards and then we'll just go through them anyway. I would like you to throw up your category along with the skull and bones emoji. First person for the... Thank you, it is the You've Been Framed. Or is it the You've Been... I think it is You've Been Framed, actually. Why am I singing the You've Been Framed? Dun, 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 dun. Robert Ward, first in there with best... going for the skull emoji, best soundtrack. Please, Robert Ward, what are you saying that I am saying for best soundtrack? Dun, 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 dun. We'll see. The Sims must hate me. I'm being so loud. So loud. But it's my turn to be loud now. It's my time. It's my time. My moment. Robert Ward is saying Skyrim for best soundtrack. What is Lucy saying? Lucy says... It's Persona 5. Get up now. I don't know all the words. I had to pick Persona 5, everybody, because Persona 5 soundtrack is actually music that I have saved on my MP3 and my Spotify that I actually listen to, because I feel like these are actual songs as well. Like, you know, a river in the dry land. So I'm sorry, Robert Ward. Makes sense you have it. Makes sense you have sung it a lot. I do sing it a lot. You still have an MP3 player. I do, because when you get on a plane, there's no internet. What are you going to do? All right, I need all the music because I can't sleep on planes. I need 10 hours worth of music, and I'm not downloading 10 hours worth of music on Spotify. That's insane. Okay, next up, everybody, I would like you to throw up the heart, the red heart emoji for the next category. Red heart emoji, and then tell me what your category is. And let's see, for the next postcard. Oh, Jamie has thrown the heart and says childhood. Jamie, you're up. What are you saying for my favorite childhood game? Do you know me? Do you know Lucy? Do you know LudiXP at all? Oh, Jamie is going Crash Bandicoot. Interesting choice, but will Jamie be correct? Childhood game down here. Let's reveal. What will it be? It is... What happened? What happened? Oh, I did it twice for some reason. It is Crash Bandicoot. Congratulations, congratulations, Jamie. You have won yourself a postcard. I will be in touch shortly for Crash Bandicoot. Oh my God, I realized there is so much left of the show. Yeah, this is going to run long. Thank God it's a bank holiday. Okay, for another chance to win a postcard, I would like you to throw up the smiling sweat emoji, my favorite emoji, the smiling with a drop of sweat emoji, and put your category. Put your category in the chat. Put your category in the chat. Is Lucy singing Christmas songs? She is. I mean, technically I have put Crash Bandicoot Warped because that is the best one. Oh, MTH is first up with tons of hours. Please, MTH. What are you saying? For tons of hours. For tons of hours. Do you know me? Let's find out. I can't even remember if I know me. Do I even know me when I look in the mirror? MTH is going for Red Dead 2. Will Red Dead 2 be there for tons of hours? Where is tons of hours? We shall find out. And our survey says... It is Red Dead Redemption 2! MTH knows LudiXP after all. Congratulations, congratulations. I will be in touch with you in due course for this. All right, we're going to do one more for the postcard, and then we are going to whiz through the rest of these, unless you guys are enjoying this. I don't know. I don't know if anyone enjoys anything. Someone once said to me, like, no one seems to enjoy this as much as you. And I was like, well, someone's got to have fun, I guess. If I was sitting here being like, would anyone be here? Okay, next up, this is also a test of my emojis. Do I even know an emoji? I would like you to throw up hands on your keyboards. What emojis do you use the most? We're about to find out. I would like you to use the hearts for eyes emoji and put your next category in. First person to put the hearts for eyes emoji. Let's see. Someone tried to pre-guess the emoji. Dance Revolution. Can you imagine? Dance with fun. Oh, Dusty in there first with best story heart size emoji. Best story. What are you saying for best story? What did I say for best story? What? I don't even know if I know. That's the funny thing is I can't even remember. I did this very quickly. Pray do tell us, Dusty. What are you saying? What are you saying, Stone Cold? What are you saying? Saying I want to fight you at Wrestlemania. Say one for the trouble and two for the time. Sometimes I just want to do my own thing, you know. And Dusty is saying Last of Us Part 1. Very interesting, very interesting. Let's see. Is it going to be The Last of Us Part 1? Congratulations, congratulations. You have indeed won yourself a postcard. Well done, Slytherin. Well done, Slytherin. Dusty, B70 for Last of Us Part 1. Okay, for the final postcard up for grabs, I would like you to put the 100 emoji and your next category. This is for the last postcard. Last postcard. Can you get it? Yes, you can. Can you dig it? Yes, congratulations, everyone. Robert War in there for a second chance. You love everyone. No, we've already had that one, Robert. We've already had that one. So I'm sorry. Play rolls on to somebody else with the 100 emoji. Let's see. Next person to put the 100 in their category could be in with a chance. Terrence, favorite protagonist. Hit me. What do you think I'm putting for favorite protagonist? No, we don't. No, you did the opposite. Oh, did I? Oh, sorry, Robert War. Okay, I'm going to give you both a chance, Robert and Terrence. Sorry. I apologize for misreading. Robert, hit me with yours, and Terrence, hit me with yours as well. Terrence is going for Commander Shepard for favourite protagonist. And Robert War is going for Mass Effect 3 for games you love that everyone hates. Interesting. Okay, so favourite protagonist. Let's see. What is behind this window? It's Nathan Drake, everybody. Ah, of course it was going to be. And then for games you love that everyone hates, let's see. It is... What did you go for? I forgot what you went for. I thought everyone might tell me that I don't know what a protagonist is. I suddenly was like, as I unveiled it, I was like, is that correct? What did you go for? You went for Mass Effect 3. That's a good choice. But it's the right choice. It's GTA 4. I feel like don't be people like this game. I struggled with this one, to be fair. I actually couldn't think of what it was. So that is incorrect. And that everybody is that's everyone is about me. That's what I like. Who hates GTA 4? I feel like loads of people hate GTA 4. There's people always like, oh, this one's boring. Nothing happens in it. It's too nothing. Blah, blah. People always moaning about GTA 4. I want to replay GTA 4 if I could. Well, all right. So let's just go through the rest of them then. Favorite series? It's gonna be Uncharted Collection. Bing. Favorite villain? It's gonna be the Joker from Batman Arkham Asylum. That's my favorite. But I feel like the Batman games in total. Games that I have not but want to play. Nier Automata. I would like to play that game, to be fair. We're all getting to know each other, getting to know me, getting to do things or whatever about me. Best art style. I am saying Cuphead, which we'll be playing soon because I just realised the time. Favorite ending. It is. I had to say Uncharted 2 again, everybody. Uncharted 2 is without a doubt my favourite ending. But I was going to pick something else as my favourite ending. I think I was going to pick Red Dead 1. I should have maybe given myself a rule to only pick one game once. Next up, favourite boss fight. This was a tough one, but in the end I went for Lady Maria from Bloodborne. That was a good fight. Most stressful game, I think somebody already preempted my answer. It was Crash Bandicoot 4. It is a very, very stressful game. Yeah, that was Fabio that preempted that. Can you not have duplicates? Is that the name of the game? My bad. Game you always come back to. Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Always coming back to my boy Sonic. Wanted to put my boy Sonic on the list. And finally, Guilty Pleasure. I wasn't too sure what I was going to put for Guilty Pleasure, to be honest. Did anyone think of what it could be? I think I struggled with this one. Guilty Pleasure, I have put WWE 2K23. Okay, that's because it is my guilty pleasure right now. So there we go. That is... Oh, Sonic Bingo. Here we go. Bing. You knew I was going to talk about my boy Sonic at some point. Oh, guilty pleasure. Garrus. Now you're talking. You know I like a bit of the Garrus. Sonic 2 over Sonic 1. I mean, I can kind of agree, but Sonic 1 was always the one that I kind of watched. So, Tom said they were going to play WWE. Well, I was going to say WWE. Well, there we go. That was the Getting to Know Me segment. But now, the time has come. I can't believe we're at past and we're going to do this already. I did say that I was going to review Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for Easter. Review. Oh, and I mentioned Horizon. Oh, blimey. Here we go. Boom. So I'm curious in the chat how many people know or have watched the original Willy Wonka, the one from 1971. Gene Wilder, the Candyman, and all that gubbins. Water, and it's not water, it's soju and Sprite. Hey, we're classy now. No! Whoa! We got one note. Well, you're about to be in for a treat because you're about to watch it right now, courtesy of me. Watched it. Great. Watched it. Great. Em says, love that movie. Jose says, seen it many times. Terrence put his hands up. Corey hasn't seen it. Well, you're about to watch it. Have many times. Right, let's get into it then. Let us get into it. So, what do I think about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Based on the Roald Dahl book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So, no, we've got Sprite and soju. They're mixed together. Okay, so first off, I didn't actually realise how short this movie was. I thought, because old movies tend to be quite long. I was expecting to sit down and watch a 2.5 hour film, but it's actually only 1 hour and 40 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Little bit of la bubbly, as Tom L says. So this film is a classic, by the way. I've watched this film many, many times, and it was a joy to watch it again. It's just got so much funny lines, so many good moments, and it's just, I know that they tried to do it again with Johnny Depp, but it's just like, no, it just wasn't, it's just not as good. Family movies aren't overly long. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I will say, though, that I feel like the ending happens very, very abruptly. Like, that's the only thing I don't, I always remember, like, getting to the end and be like, oh, it's over. It's already happened. Like, but the actual journey, the story, the way it's all done, the characters, the best. Oh, the Johnny Depp one is, don't watch the Johnny Depp one, it's terrible. So let's get into it. What happens in this movie? I'm going to throw the spoiler hand up in case you haven't watched a movie from, like, what is that, 50 years ago now? Oh, we're getting into it. So, movie starts, and it's got one of those classic intros where it's like the chocolate's being made and all the things come up, and then we get, oh, of course, and also it's a musical, okay, which is another, you've got to have a fine musical when you're a child to watch along to. So it starts off where you're at the chocolate shop and it's that guy's like, the candy man can cause I don't like the beginning of this movie very much. I just normally like to get to the part where they start winning the tickets and then get to the main event happens when they get to the chocolate factory. Everybody knows that. So he's singing about the candy man can cause blah 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 ba ba da ba da ba, and everyone's dancing along, and then we meet our protagonist Charlie Bucket. He lives in this poor family with his, like, I don't know, his 4 grandparents that have been like bedridden for like 20 years or something. Now, I don't know how one gets bedridden for 20 years, but I pray to God that will never happen to me. What an awful existence that would be. Like, and they're all just like cool with it. Like, how does that happen? And also, everyone just accepts it. I don't know. So the mum also washes clothes for a living, and Charlie has to, like, you know, run about and give newspapers as kids do. So there's this infamous person, Willy Wonka. He makes the best chocolate in all the land, but he has a rival called Slughorn. So no one ever goes into the chocolate factory and no one ever comes out kind of type thing. It's all like secret, but everyone knows the way that, you know, that he does the best chocolate. So they go to Charlie's school, and then the teacher's like, well, blah, 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 I've decided to make Friday's pop quiz happen on Monday, so we'll all be tested on something I haven't taught you yet a week before. He's got a very interesting accent, this guy. But anyway, everyone's going, oh my God. And he's like, well, I tell you, you know, I don't know, Joey Jenkins, what's going on here? And he's like, but sir, Willy Wonka is doing a competition where there's going to be 5 golden tickets, and if you win one of them, you get to go to his chocolate factory. And he's like, class dismissed, everybody. So everyone has to run out and buy all these chocolates, which is a great marketing plan, by the way. Watching it as an adult, I haven't watched it in a while. I'm like, you know what? Props to Willy Wonka. He was raking it in doing this competition. The amount of chocolate bars off the shelves, so everyone's buying them in order to try and get the golden ticket, which will be inside the inside the chocolate wrapping. So now it's going to like news reports. So this guy's like, so everybody, we're now following the chocolate of Willy Wonka as people around the world buy chocolate in order to hope for a chance to see inside the chocolate factory. Now, Grandpa Joe, I'm going to say, is the real villain of this piece. He eggs Charlie on all the time to do shit that he shouldn't do, and is always filling Charlie's head with ideas. And he's like, Charlie, you're going to win this, Charlie. You just have to believe. And he's like, you're going to win it because you want it more than everybody else. Although they can't even rub 2 pennies to their name because they're so poor, they have to have cabbage soup or something. So it now goes about and everybody's like trying to find these chocolates. They've got like the scene of the person who's like, oh, but therapist man, I just keep dreaming about chocolate. He's like, tell me where it is. And he's like, but it's just a dream. Tell me where the chocolate is. And then and he's like, oh, that guy making a computer. Everybody, I've made a computer that will tell me where the chocolate is. Let's ask it. I can't tell you because that would be cheating. He's like, well, I'm now going to tell the computer that I would share the prize with the computer. What would a computer do with a lifetime supply of chocolate? I'm now telling the computer exactly what it can do with a lifetime supply of chocolate. And then I enjoy that scene a lot. Also, I like all the olden day technology. It's really good, like just seeing how things looked in the 70s. So then I've seen people like buying, oh my God, there's that woman who's like, hello, your husband is being held for ransom. They're, oh, I'd do anything to get my husband back. What do they want? Your last box of Wonka chocolate bars. How long have I got to think about it? Like, I forgot all of these things as a kid because I just skipped it all. So then we find the first winner, which is from Germany. It's Augustus, I can't remember his surname. It's like, we're here at Germany. We found the first golden ticket winner. And he's like, all right, and he's eating all the chocolate. And the dad eats the microphone. And the mum's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So that's great. 1 ticket has been found now in the small state of Germany. There are still 4 tickets out there. Who will find it next? Who does find it next? Oh, I think it's Veruca Salt. So then, the salts. So all of these kids as well have like all got like vices that are seen as like bad. We'll get more. Yes, Augustus Gloop. Thank you, chat. Line from chat. Thank you. So yeah, Veruca Salt, her dad works at the nut factory, and he's getting all the women that work at the nut factory to try and like open as many chocolate bars. She's like, but Daddy, I wanted to be the first person to open a Wonka bar and go to the Willy Wonka factory. She's like, oh, sweetheart, darling, we're trying. All the women are working night and day to try and find you. We'll find you one, darling. We've got half the bars in all of the world here. And, well, I want one now. So he opens the window and goes, right, you lot, next person to find it gets a £1 pay packet. And they're like, yay. So then they're all like opening it like crazy. And then one woman finds it and she's like, oh, no, I don't know what's happening here with the mum and the dad. So the mum's like, well, you know, she just seems like a very absent-minded mum. So then they find it. Veruca Salt gets the next one. She's like, yay! So then the third one, all this time, like Charlie's watching. Charlie's like, oh my God. And at school, they're trying to like learn about maths. Well, actually, they learn about maths later, actually. So then the next person that wins it is, what's her name? Violet. Is it Violet B or Violet D or something? And she's like, how are you doing, Cornelia, sweetheart? I've been eating this gum forever, but then I changed it. I can't do her accent while chewing. Like she's like chewing gum or something, and she's been chewing the gum for like 3 months, and the dad's like, hey, with Sam, D is the guarantee or whatever. So she wins the next one. She's a gum chewer, which apparently is a sin. And then the fourth ticket is won by Mike TV, great character, Mike TV. He's like, cool it, Dad, I'm trying to watch this. And he's like, from somewhere in the United States of America, and he's like, my dad said I can't have a gun because I'm too young. Not till you're 12, son. That's pretty good. I didn't get that joke as a kid. Mike TV, very, very good. Because that's what Roald Dahl used to do. Roald Dahl used to make characters' names like a play off what they actually like did, or well, like Miss Honey because she was very sweet, stuff like that. I used to read a lot of Roald Dahl books as a kid. Anyway, then there's like one more ticket left, and Grandpa Joe is like, Charlie, you're gonna win this. I bought you a Wonka bar, but Grandpa, you needed that money for your tobacco. And he's like, oh, Charlie, this is much better. So they sit there, and he's like, no, you open it. No, you open it. No, you open it. And so they open it, and there's no chocolate ticket. There's no golden ticket. It's like, oh man. So then Charlie's like super sad, and then he goes to visit his mum at the like, washing up place, and then she's like, oh, he shouldn't have like filled your head full of ideas. And then the worst part of the movie happens. Cheer up, Charlie. Now, I'm telling you guys, when I was watching it, I put it onto ×3 speed just to get through this section, because I was like, I hate this bit. And it was going, cheer up, Charlie. So I would recommend watching Cheer Up, Charlie in ×3. Get through it quicker, and it's a bit more interesting. Cheer up, Charlie, blah, 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 blah. So then they find that the fifth person wins the ticket, but they actually faked the ticket. So they're at school, and the teacher's like, today we're going to learn about percentages. Does anyone know? Let's do the Wonka bar thing. And then he's just like, how many Wonka bars did you have? And he's like, oh, I bought 100. Well, 100 over something is you had 10% of the Wonka bars. Charlie Bucket, how many did you have? 2. So 200 means that you have, just 2. 2? Well, I can't figure out 2, so let's just say 200, because obviously Charlie's really poor. So then, Lucy, you have to attempt a Liam Neeson impersonation. Oh, what's that film Taken? I love that film. I will find you, and I will kill you. Was that what he says? Anyway, that's a different movie. That's not for today's movie. So then Charlie goes to he finds like some money in the gutter, and he goes to the Candyman can, and he's like, oh, I'll just buy a Wonka bar, please. He's like, now I don't have to hide them now that the fifth ticket has been found. You can have a scrumdiddlyumptious or something. And he's like, oh, okay. He goes, I'll buy one more for my Grandpa Joe, because Grandpa Joe is the actual person that really wants to go to the chocolate factory more than anybody in the world, it seems, even though he can't fucking get up. Anyway, he buys one more, and then he's like, I don't know why he decides to open it. I think he finds out, does he find out that the guy faked it? And then he opens it, and he goes, diddler, diddler, and he sees it, and he goes, oh, and then he's like, oh, diddler, and he looks at it, and then someone sees it and goes, hey, this boy's got it, he's got it, run, Charlie, run home, and don't stop until you get there. And he has to like run back, and then he goes through the alleyway, and then he meets the guy Slughorn, which is the enemy, and he's like, find me a everlasting gobstopper and bring it back to me, and I'll give you £10,000. And then Charlie's like, and then he runs home, and he shows her, I got the golden ticket. And then Grandpa Joe's like, oh, he's done it. He's like, you can bring with you one member of your family. Grandpa, I wish you could come. And then Grandpa finally finds that he miraculously can get up, and he's like, oh, I can. Now this is actually a very good bit of like classic. They don't make movies like this anymore, everybody. I was watching this, I was like, this is some great acting and like choreographer. So let's do a little bit here. So he gets out, and they pull him out of the bed, and it's like all the like, whoa, and then they do all the things, like, I'm gonna take it, and then he's like leaning against the wall, and then he's like, Charlie, my cane, and then they're both singing about ecstasy. I didn't think that I could be over the moon, and he's like, say good morning, and they're doing all the stuff together, and they're like, imagine your grandpa gets up, and somehow you've both choreographed a song together, just on the spot. Magical, isn't it? Isn't it great? So then they sing I Got a Golden Ticket together. Grandpa Joe can miraculously get up after 20 years. He's like, well, I haven't got up in 20 years. And he's like, oh, And so now they're going to go to the chocolate factory together, and everyone is super happy about going to the chocolate factory. So the next day, this is when the movie begins. Like, this is like the part. So after Grandpa has evaded tax evasion for like 20 years for having disability allowance, they all go to the chocolate factory, and he's like, oh, everybody, it's here today. It's tomorrow as well, by the way. We're going to see Willy Wonka. And so it goes boom, boom, and the clock goes, and then this is the best part. So this was like, the kids didn't know this was going to happen. I wish I had it. I don't have anything. So he comes out, and he's got a cane, and he's walking like this, and everyone's like, oh, because he's like, and then, can I do it? Am I gonna do it, everybody? Shall I do it? Can I do it? Let's move the chair out of the way. I'm gonna do it. So then, he's walking, and then he loses his stick, and he goes, oh. I lost my glasses along the way because I've never actually tried to do a roly-poly with glasses. Anyway, then he gets up and goes, and everyone goes, yay! Because he's actually okay, and he actually can. So, so then everyone's like, he's like, come on, come through. God knows what that looked like. It's because my glasses fell off halfway through the roll. Oh, now I've given myself hiccups. How am I going to unhiccup myself? Wait, I'm going to need to unhiccup. Okay, right. So, then he's like, wonderful to see you. Great person. Gene Wilder just apparently just did that. And they were like, oh, so he's like, great to see you, my fine woman. He says like a really backhanded compliment to Augustus Gloop's mum. Anyway, I want to get to the main part of the film. He invites them all in. And then it's like, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-bum, and they all go in the chocolate factory. He's like, wonderful to see you. Put your coats and hats up there. And they all, the coats and hats, like, grab, their stuff. And he's like, just step right up and you can sign the thing. He's like, hey, my Violet doesn't sign anything without a lawyer. Then she can't go in. And he's like, and then, Daddy, I want to go in. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to, Veruca, no, sweetheart, my daughter doesn't sign. And then, she just signs it anyway, and he's like, well, I'm going to go in too. So they all start signing it, and it's all just like, okay. And then Charlie's like, Grandpa, can I sign it? And he's like, yep, go ahead, Charlie, we've got nothing to lose. So then they all sign it, and then it begins. The adventure begins. He's like, we've got so little to do, so much to see. Scratch that, rewind. So then they go through, and then they go into this like really tiny room, and it's like, oh, someone's touching me, someone's touching me. Okay, that's a great quote here by KRPT. You're always making things difficult. Yes, how could I forget that? Anyway, so they go in this tiny room, and he's like, now where's the door? The door's like, now I'd just like to say something about Willy Wonka. Wouldn't life be so freeing if you could be this enigmatic, this eccentric, and no one can call you out on it? Wouldn't it be fantastic to just walk around being insane and everyone just accepts it? Maybe that's what I do every Thursday, now I think about it. Anyway, so they're all in the room, he's like, oh, I know the door is somewhere. And she's like, I don't like it, I want to get out of here. And he's like, oh, here's the door. And he's like, don't be silly, that's the door we came in. Oh, is it? Are you sure? And then he opens it, and then he's like, oh. And then they walk in the room, and it's like this. And he's like, hang on a minute, the room's getting smaller, or is he getting bigger? And he's like, okay. And then he goes, next, what you're about to see is the factory or whatever. Musical lock, and he goes, I don't know, the teacher knows, the geography teacher knows. Anyway, then he opens the door. Classic moment's about to happen. Boom, 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 boom. And he's there like, oh, wow. And it's like the most disappointing thing you've ever seen on television. Like, obviously they didn't have the special effects, but, I think it looks fine. It looks like a factory, but it kind of looks a little, from what we've seen now, it could be better. And then he sings the classic, come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination. Da, 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 da. And then there's the great choreography again. Explanation. And then there's the, wait, I've got to move the chair out of the way. The dun, 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 dun. And then if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anyway, then he does the thing, and they all want to go in, and he goes, dun, and they all just run, and he's like, anything and everything is edible, and they're just like eating everything, and he's like, there is no, and then he's like eating the thing, and they're all just like scoffing their faces with all the stuff. Like, imagine just being able to eat anything and everything, being insane. I always like the bit where they're like, he's drinking the cup and he's like, I can't. If you want to view paradise, simply look around. And he just eats it, and it's like boom. They're like, "Hey, Wonka, something's wrong with your river's polluted." He's like, "It's not water. It's chocolate. That's chocolate." And they're like, "Yeah." And then Augustus is like, "Oh." And then he's like, "No, Augustus, you shouldn't touch that. Like, stop touching that. You're polluting my river. It needs to." And then he just falls. Then he's like falls in, and they're like, "No!" And he's like, "Oh." He's like, now I'm gonna have to sterilize all. You're ruining my chocolate. And they're like, grab onto this. And then he's gone. And he's under the water. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? The suction's got him now. He's gonna go up the pipe. And they're like, the pipe. And he's like, yeah. Have you ever heard about pressure? And then he's like in the pipe. And he's just like, get him out of there. You have to do something. Oh, it's too late now. The pressure, immense pressure is building. Then what does he say? Something like, what does he say? The suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts. And then it's all building and he goes, and she goes, oh, the mother goes crazy. She's like, oh no, you're going to turn him into marshmallows. Marshmallows, woman, that is absurd. Why is it absurd? Because that room doesn't go to the marshmallow room. It goes to the fudge room. And then, oh my God, have they already seen the Oompa Loompas already? I think so. I don't know. And he's like, oh, and he talks about, and then they're like, who are those little people? And he's like, please take the mother away. And, oh God, I forgot about the implements. They're like, what are those people? Like, well, I had to save them from the Snarswanglers and the Snarswanglers. And then she's like, Mr. Wonka, I am a teacher of geography. Then you'll know all about it, how I had to save them from the terrible place. She's like, okay. Anyway, so then the mother gets taken away, like, you have to find him. And then, of course, classic, iconic, doom, 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 doom. Oh God, we have to get off of this. This is not. Oompa loompa, oompity doo. If you are wise, you'll listen to me. What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. Something terribly fat. What do you think will come of that? Boom. Anyway, so they always, the Oompa Loompas always sing about the child because the child is something bad, like, you know, being fat is bad in this. I don't know. Some of it I'm just like, Anyway, so the Oompa Loompas, they sing and they oompity doom boom, and so then they move along, and then the riverboat comes. I don't know where the boat comes from. They're like, right, let's go, let's all get on the boat. And they're like, oh, Daddy, I want a boat like this. Okay, Veruca, whatever. What she wants is a good kick in the pants. So then they get on the boat, and then it goes to like the scary scene. Yes, exactly. The reptile knows the boat's tunnel scene is legit freaky. Also, no seat on the boat for Augustus and his mom. Questionable. It's like he knew. So they're on the boat. We're on the boat now, everybody. It goes darkness, and they're like, Wonka, what kind of boat is this? I want to get off it. It's like, oh, and he's like, there's no way of knowing which way the river's flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Are the rowers rowing? I don't actually know the words. Yes, the fear must be growing because the rowers are still rowing and there's no sign that they are slowing. Ah! And there's like terrible things happening on the wall, like bugs being eaten and people getting like, ah! And they're like, oh, I'm gonna be sick. Get me off this thing. Daddy, I don't want a boat like this. And they're like, oh. Anyway. Then that's like, Wonka, I've had enough of this. Quite right, stop the boat, diddle-a-doop. And then they're suddenly here, we're here. All ashore. And then they all get off, and then they're like, oh God, yeah, that was always like a weird moment, the boat scene. I mean, it's super creepy, but Gene Wilder does a great job. Anyway, they go to the next part of the factory, which is like the experimental section, and they're like, you know, ice cream, something sour cream, hair cream. Anyway, they go in, it's like, there's like factory stuff all happening. And he's like, don't touch that. And he's like, this is, and he's like, what, too hot? No, too cold. And he's like putting like clothes in it. And he's like, doesn't taste quite right. And then he puts like some shoes in it. He's like, why did you do that? Needs a good kick. And then he goes, then it's the classic, this happens. And he's like, what's under this? And he's like, wow, it's my latest invention, which is a meme that I love. Oh, of course, yes, how could I forget that? Spinning's a dirty habit. While Pig goes, I can think of a worse one. Yeah, all of these kids are terrible. So then he's like the everlasting gobster. They're for kids that don't have any money. You can suck them all day, and they'll never get any smaller. And everyone's like, oh, who wants one? Oh, I want one, me. He's like, and he gives them out. Hey, she's got two. Everyone has one, and one is all that everyone shall have. And he's like, oh, okay. Now you must never tell anybody, because if this gets out to old Slughorn, they'll ruin me or whatever. And they're like, yep. So then they go over to the big machine that's like making something, and then he's like, oh, this is my greatest invention, but I'm still trying to work on it. And after the whole thing, he's like, now where is the button? Over there, Mr. Wonka. Oh, there it is. And he pushes the button and he goes, and out come, it's like, by golly, it's gum. Like the gum girl, Violet gets it, and she's like, she eats it, and he's like, no, please don't. And he's like, oh, for God's sake, all these kids are terrible. And she's like, it's tomato soup. It's hot and it's creamy and it's running down my throat. It's like I'm actually eating it. It's like, please don't stop. And then he's like, what's for dinner, honey, or whatever. And she's like, roast beef and with gravy and potatoes. Oh, dessert. Like this is the quickest meal you have in your life. Like if I'm going to eat a 3-course meal and a piece of gum, I want it to be like at least take some time. Like you're going to get through starter, main course, and dessert in all of 10 seconds. That seems like a waste of money and time. Thank you, Dalton. I appreciate Dalton. Hope you're enjoying this movie reenactment. So then she's like, okay, so what's for dessert? And she's like, blueberry pie. Oh, it really tastes like actual blue. Now, while this is happening, her face is turning purple, and she's starting to get bigger. What's happening to her? Can it, Dad? And then he's like, Violet, you're turning Violet. And she starts getting bigger, and he's like, always happens when they get to the dessert. They always turn into blueberries. And he's like, what are you going to do, Mr. Wonka? You have to, like, get the air of her. No, she needs to be juiced. There's juice filling in her. And then he's just like, what? And of course, oompa, loompa, oompa-dee-doo. What if you are wise, you'll listen to me. What do you get when you're chewing gum? Now, they seem to think that chewing gum is, like, a bad habit. Because they're like, chewing for a little bit is, like, I don't remember the words like verbatim, but like chewing can be good for a bit, but if you chew for too long, it's like rude and gross or something. That's what they're saying about her. So then she's like standing in the room and it's going, oompa, loompa, oompa-dee-da. And then they roll her about and bum, bum, bum. And it's like, Violet, my child, whatever. And he goes after her and then off she goes. Oh no, that's really sad. Violet was my favourite other than Veruca. So they move on to the next bit, and then there's like a wallpaper, and he's like, oh, wait, stop, I have to show you this, very good, lickable wallpaper, try it, the bananas taste like bananas, the strawberries taste like strawberries, the snozberries taste like strawberries, snozberry, have you heard of a snozberry? We are the dream makers, and you are the dream something or others. So they were like licking this wallpaper. I was like, this doesn't seem very COVID safe or hygienic. Like he's like, it's for nursery walls or something. Of course, because eating chocolate is much better. Of course, that's why. In real competition to the so. Then they go into this other room with fizzy liquid drink, but then they don't really stay there very long. He's like, oh, it's not sorted yet. We'll move along. And then Grandpa Joe's at it again, the villain of the piece. Charlie, we should try some of this. Like, no, Grandpa, he said not to. Come on, Charlie, it won't hurt. And they pop it open, and they go, oh, it's not bad at all. It's quite good. Oh, and they start flying. He's like, Grandpa, come down. He's like, Charlie, come up, the air is fine. And then they're flying about. It's like, this is all Grandpa Joe's fault, who is the actual definition of a man-child. And I'm just like, Grandpa Joe, you had your time. You wasted 20 years of it just lying in bed pretending to be bedridden. Like, you could have got out there and made something in your life, but now you're making your grandson pay the price. Anyway, so now they're like, oh, it's great. And they're flying about in the air. And then they're getting, oh, I'm going, yeah, like, I'm a bird, I'm a plane, I'm going too high, Grandpa. And they're getting, and there's like a big fan in the ceiling, and he's like, oh, and he's like, Grandpa, no. And he's like, Charlie, Mr. Walker, you have to stop this. Now, they did this on their own. Like, they should never have done this. Anyway, then they're getting really, really close, and the grandpa, like, burps, and he realizes that he starts going down. He's like, Charlie, you have to burp, Charlie. He's like, oh. And they start like burping and they make their way down and they're like, oh, from now on, Charlie, we're going to keep our feet on the ground. Yeah, Grandpa Joe, why don't you sort it out, okay? Grandpa Joe, yeah. Grandpa Joe trying to make up. That's it, well done. We are the music makers and we are the dreamers of the dream. Thank you for that. I love how the chat gives me the line. All right, so then they go into the next room. And there's all these like goose, and it's like they're laying geese for Easter, but it's October. Don't tell them that. So it's like, oh, so the geese lay the egg, and the egg goes on the egg adjudicator, and it's whether it's a good egg, then it gets shined up and taken and shipped across the world. If it's a bad egg, goes to the furnace, like, oh. And then Veruca decides, like, Daddy, I want a golden goose. And he's like, come on, Wonka, how much for the goose? They're not for sale. Come on, name your price. They're not for sale. Daddy, I want a golden goose now. In fact, now this, fun fact fans, was the song that I chose to perform at my audition for the second year of my university, my acting course. Yes, I did go to an acting school for 1 year, and we had to do an audition to go back the second year, which required you to do a monologue and a musical piece, for which I did this musical piece, which I shall not perform for you because I can't remember the words, but it's like, gooses, geeses, I want a golden goose to lay me an egg for Easter. And then what is it like? It's the don't care how I want it now. So it's like, I want today, I want tomorrow, I want to lock it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate, give it to me now. And she goes around like ruining the thing. And if I don't get the things that I'm after, I'm going to scream. And she's like chucking everything up, and Willy Wonka's just standing there. Don't care how I want it now. And then she like stands on the thing. Don't care how I want it now. Bah, 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 bah. She goes down. She was a bad egg. Where's she gone? Well, to the furnace. She'll be sizzled like a sausage. Well, maybe. You wouldn't do that, would you, Mr. Wonka? Like, Veruca, sweetheart! And then he like runs after her and goes, poof. How many people did I perform in front of? I think it was just a panel of people. At least it wasn't as bad as performing a duet by myself. Anyway, and then he jumps in after her. Brum, brum, brum. There's going to be a lot of garbage today. They're not really going to go to the furnace, are they? Well, actually, that one does get lit every other day, so they've got a sporting chance, don't you think? So then they move on, and she's just like, oh, Mr. Wonka, I'm so tired. When are we going to sit down? Quite right, my woman. Let's sit down. So they go on this thing, and he's like, brum, brum, and it's like a machine that goes, bump, and then it's like spitting all that. And he's like, oh, when the winds are springtime. But actually, he sings that a bit later. The springtime, ding time. Anyway, he's singing like a song as they're going, and all this like foam is on them. And then she's like, I like the geography teacher. She's probably my favorite parent. So then they finally get dried up, and they go to the next room, and it's like, okay, you have to put this like suit on, like, and it's like, oh, so we want to like send chocolate around the world or something. Now this bit I slightly missed because I had to take a break in watching the film because I had to take a phone call, so I can't actually quite remember why they're here. But it's like, look at that, Mom, he just sent a Wonka bar over the TV. Do you think you could send something? Well, maybe, I guess. Like, look, Mom, I'm gonna be the first person to be sent by TV. And it's like, no, don't. Lights, camera, and then the thing goes, and they send, oh, I forgot the Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa, Oompa-dee-doo. If you were spoiled, the mother and the father, blah, 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 blah. The Oompa Loompa sing after every time. Anyway. Then he gets sent, and then he comes back and goes, Mom, am I coming in? Am I coming in loud and clear? Oh! And then he's like a tiny little kid, just like in the TV, and he's like, this is great. And he's like, oh, wow, this is fascinating. She's like, he's like, can I do it again, Mom? No, there'll be nothing left of you. So then she puts him in his little purse, and he's like, and then he goes, and he brings a little, like, can you take the kid to the stretcher? Young boys are very stretchy. He'll be fine. She's like, and then she faces, farewell is such a sweet sorrow. Adieu. And then oompa loompa oompa-dee-doo, because now he's getting told off because he watched TV. What do you get when you're watching TV? And it's like, read a book. Basically, they're saying that you should read a book instead. And I was just like, but we're all watching this film, so I feel like this is a little bit of a contradiction. You're telling us all off for watching TV, but we're watching TV right now. Anyway, Mike TV, done. So he's like, well, there we go. That's what ends the tour. Thank you for coming. Day totally wasted. We'll see you later. And then he like closes the door, and he's like, and then Charlie's like, who always has this face like all the time, Grandpa, is that it? I don't know, Charlie. Let's find out. And then he like knocks on the door, and then he's like, Mr. Wonka, and then he's just like, you promised Charlie all this stuff or whatever. Yeah, what about the chocolate? And then Mr. Wonka's sitting there like this. He's like, the chocolate? And then he's like, oh, what does he say? It's like an iconic line. You stole fizzy lifting drink. Now that ceiling has to be washed and sterile. Oh yeah, because he's saying in the contract, it's like, you broke the contract. And he's like, etc. He gets his little magnifying glass out and he reads all the things. You stole fizzy lifting drink. He doesn't do that. Now the ceiling has been washed and sterilised. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. You're a cheat. You're a swindler. Why'd you bring up a little boy's hopes to get around? Let's go, Charlie. We're going to give Slughorn his money. So then they go off, and then Charlie's like... And so he comes back with the everlasting gobstopper. And he goes, Mr. Wonka? And he just, like, puts it there. And then he goes, Charlie, you've won! And he's just like, you did it, my boy Charlie. I knew you'd do it. It's like the biggest 180 ever. Because, yeah, Grandpa really wanted the chocolate. Oh, I forgot this. I said good day. There's a great song that goes, wrong, sir. Oh, it's so good. Someone did a dubstep like thing of all that. You lose. Good day. Like, it's really good. Anyway. So he gives the other, so he's like, Charlie, you get, he's like, do I get the chocolate? No, just the chocolate. Come on, so much to do, so little time. Oh, scratch that, rewind. No, so little to do, so much to do, scratch that, rewind. So then he takes him to like the glass elevator, and he's like, now this elevator, it goes long ways and upways and sideways and downways, all the ways. But there's one button I'd never pushed, Charlie. Go on, you should push it. And so then Charlie pushed the button, and then we're. And so he's like, you're going to get the chocolate factory, not just the chocolate factory. You get everything. Yeah, I need it. Now, this is where I thought Willy Wonka's a little weirdly unhinged. He's like, I knew I couldn't trust a grown-up with it. They'd just steal all my ideas. I knew I had to pick a child. So basically he wants to groom a child to do everything the way that he wants it to be done forevermore, which I think is a bit sus. He's like, you're going to live with me in the chocolate factory. What about my family? They can all come too, Charlie. And then he's like, oh, and then they all hug and it's an embrace. And he's like, Charlie... But don't forget about what happened to the man who got everything he ever wanted. What happened? He lived happily ever after. Oh, da 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 da. And then the film just ends quite abruptly, which I always think is like, oh, weird. So that's it, which I think that's bad advice from Willy Wonka. Like, what happened to the man who got everything? What happened to the man who got everything he wanted? He lived happily ever after. Anyway. That's the film. Now your grandparents can get a bed each. Yeah. I've never watched the second film or read the second book even. I don't know what happens in Charlie and the Glass Elevator. Yeah, it was Charlie and the Glass Elevator. I don't really know what happens in that. But that is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as reviewed and reenacted. I think the bit in the factory is super good. End happens way too quickly. Acting is on point. Musical notes, musical numbers, fantastic. That was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, as performed by me, Lucy. Na na na. Willy Wonka, as played by Lucy. Da, da, da. Charlie Bucket, as played by Lucy. Da, da, da. All the other characters and the Oompa Loompas and the singing, as played by Lucy. Da, 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 da. Thank you. I'm glad. That is one of my favourite films. Whew. This was a lot. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. I knew I wanted to. That review was so detailed, you might get a copyright strike. We might. Who knows? I'll probably get it for all the singing and maybe get a complaint from my neighbours. But they can't complain because I got all the footage right here, baby. I record everything. Every snore, every TV that gets played, every time the door squeaks. I've got it right here documented. And then they're like, well, every Thursday I've got you documented on the YouTubes. And then we'll go to court and like some... Oh, sorry. Has it been 30 minutes since I've done this review? Blimey, I'm feeling quite hot after that. Whew, maybe I should do a one-man show of some of these things. So, now, we should move on to the end of the show, which is the bonus part. What's going on here? Every time the cello plays. Yeah, the Johnny Depp version just isn't where it's at. Oh, of course! Speaking of chocolate, I forgot. We have clip of the past to get through. Surely not everything. No, not everything. There is a little bit of something of everything. But then I felt I couldn't distribute that because that felt wrong. Anyway, so I am going to start setting up for trial by trophy. I feel like now I should reveal... Is Foxy Cat and Corey still in the chat? Because I think now we've got to the main end of the show. Maybe I can reveal the bingo card, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how we feel. Because I'm going to play Cuphead instead. We're going to watch a clip of the past, and then we are going to, see if I can get this final trophy. Because I felt this has been a very long episode of Locking It Down with Lucy. But, it's only your third birthday once. So what else are you going to do? We're going to be... Christopher Walken was in the one, was he? Okay, I'm going to reveal the bingo. I'm going to go to the Discord... How many bingos did we get? Was it like 9 out of 10? I'm curious to see. What is it that I normally talk about or speak about? We're about to find out. we're about, as it loads up, the Discord. And I'm going to download the bingo. Actually, do I need to download the bingo card myself? Wow, okay. Oh, that's a good one that I didn't actually do today. These are good, Foxy Cat. Thank you for doing these. These are great. I'm going to throw the bingo, even though you probably are playing along at home. I'm going to try my hardest, try my damnedest. Do you know what? I could just do this. It might be a little uncouth, but we're going to do it anyway. So let's figure it out together, or not at all. Is it this? Nope, that's my desktop background. Where? Please enjoy. Do you know where my desktop background is from? How do I find? It would be Finder. Finder downloads. Oh, it'd be preview. So, okay, here it is. The bingo card. There we go. So, this is great. So, a Doctor Who reference, an Uncharted reference. Oh my god, this is so good, Foxy Cat. I love this. That's me with my weird arms. Oh, that's actually me on the wrestling. Gareth, we didn't mess with Gareth. Oh, Luna. Come with me now on a journey through time and space with the world of the internet. Obviously, Aloy looking mad. Moody XP. This is great. I want some of these pictures. This will be good. Lofty. Oh, Sekiro. Nice. Cooking mishap. Great. These are fantastic. Of course, Crash Bandicoot. OBS issues. Harry Potter. Boozy Lucy. Ooh, Sujusa. Ooh. The weather. We always talk about the weather, as we do. Pepsi Girl. Pepsi Girl wasn't mentioned this week. Sonic. The Sims. Oh, The Sims woohooing. Very good. And then Ashley. Help me, Leon. Help me. This is fantastic. Thank you so much to Foxy Cat and Luke and Corey and everyone that helped put this together. This is great. This is so good. Like, I didn't realize that it would be. Oh, well. I just feel so happy right now. Is that sign for Paul Burchill? It was for Paul Burchill. I sent them up bingo card and sorry, I feel like thank you to all the mods. Like, that is so good. Gareth, my boy. So there we go. Thank you for playing along the bingo. Right, I'm now going to set up La PlayStation in order for us to try and play some Cuphead. But before we get to that moment, it's time to go to Clip of the Past. Now, Clip of the Past comes to you by way of my brother. He got his old phone out, and this is a clip of us on an Easter a long time ago. So I'm going to see if I can get this to work. So I'm going to have to do this. Bear with me. Because it's like, so does anyone remember when you on your old phones we used to have 3GP? Yes, a 3GP file this is. So I couldn't get the audio to play unless I do it this way. So hopefully this works. Let me know. I'm going to shut myself up. Shut up. You talk too much. Right, please enjoy Clip of the Past. Wait, did you guys not hit any of that? Did the audio work? Or did it not work? I can't tell, otherwise I'll do it again. But I'll just mime what's happening. No, it didn't work. I thought it would work. Damn. I don't still have that t-shirt actually. Bethany gave me that t-shirt. Am I still no audioing? Wait, wait, can you hear me now? No audio on the video. Damn. Let's play it one more time. Voice it yourself. I'll voice it myself. Oh, I wish you could hear my stupid voice. Okay, Lucy's going to do it now. Am I going to do it? Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Easter egg. So now I'm going to hit on my head. You filming it? Yeah, I'm filming it. All right, ready? Oh my God. Did it crack it? Yeah, it did. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's really been done. Look, I can't believe it. What's inside? I think it's chocolate. Yeah, it's chocolate. Yeah, good chocolate. Good chocolate. Oh my God. There it is, some chocolate. I wish you could hear the audio. My voice is so dumb in this video. Like, it's actually pathetic. So there we go. That's the clip of the past for you. Oh, that's so irritating. That is the audio down? Oh, is it? No, it's all the way up. It's all the way up. I think I was about 17 or 18 in this clip. I think. Right, it's time to play a video game in my state. How are we gonna fare? I don't know. Huh? This time for boom, trial by trophy. Will I be able to earn the trophy? The trophy in question is Cuphead. Let's go to the screen. Let's also sort out my camera. Let me know if you cannot hear me. Can you hear my voice? Color correction. No, we don't want that. No, I don't want that. Then we go to properties. And then we move it to this. You're seeing the live. There we are. We're in the box. Cuphead time. Cuphead time. Right. So as you can see here, I got up to Inkwell Island, Cuphead A, and I've got to 150%, but it's not coming in loud and proud. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Can I hear it? I can. The beautiful dulcet tones of Cuphead. Let's move you on over here. Whoa! So in order to get this trophy, I must get S rank on a boss on expert. Now, if I don't do it, or I give up, or I quit, I will do a forfeit. What that forfeit is, I haven't thought about. So maybe I'll do it next week. Maybe I'll have to eat some of those spicy beans or something. I have not played Cuphead in such a long time, and I'm using my DualSense 4 controller because my DualSense 4, my DualShock 4 controller, because I don't trust the amount of mashing that has to be done. Bring back the naughties is what I say. What? Oh God, I do love playing this game. I need to get back to it. Hopefully this will help me. But yeah, this will hopefully be the trophy that time's up. Now I am going to do the first boss. All right. Oh, thank you, Convergence, and thank you everyone whose membership restored. Is that what you say? Sorry, restored during the reenactment of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But thank you, Convergence, for gifting a membership to Diego Rodriguez. I hope you enjoy. Horses staring at the gate. Right, we're going to do the pot plant, or whatever it's called, the patch. Now, I've got to remember how to play this. We have to parry regular expert. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to double headphone. Maybe I should just practice quickly on... No, let's just go for it. What are the controls, though? Hang on, let me just check what the controls are. Options, controls. Oh, Jesus, this doesn't feel like it looks... X, right... Oh, move left, right. So shoot is square button. Execute, shoot circle button, switch weapon, L1, lock R1, dash R2. Okay. What's parry? Parry is parry triangle? Because I changed the controls. Why is parry not here? I guess we're just gonna have to figure it out. Maybe do a reenactment of Wizard of Oz next week. Oh, off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Right, we're just gonna have to learn. We're just gonna have to learn on the fly. A good day for a swell battle. Oh God, I didn't think about this. Oh, okay, you just jump on it. Oh, I didn't think about what... Bugger. Okay, we've already failed, but this is all learning. Okay, so... Yeah, this... Whatever this is, it ain't working for me. Oh, crap. Died. Game audio issues. Thank you, OBS, for your wonderful support of today's 3rd anniversary of Locking It Down with Lucy. Of course, the audio would be choppy. It's a fine day for a swell battle. Oh, I can feel the game is playing itself. Hang on. All right, we back? We back? All right. I feel like I want to turn the sound up in my ears, but I don't know how to make that happen. Do I just turn it up like this? I feel like I need more audio. All the sensory. OBS bingo. We're all getting... Oh, this is better. Okay. Oh, I haven't even been shooting, though. So what a waste of... Okay, so we just jump. I don't think this is the best weapons I could be having. Ah, oh, damn it. We got to get all of those to... Yeah, this is not... I can't remember the last boss I was doing. Yeah, hang on. Let's go back. Let's exit to map. But how do we change our equipment? Oh, equipment. Triangle. All right, we want, I think... Do we want the pea shooter? I like the roundabout. We go roundabout. And then shot bit. How do we change? Long shot with below average damage. Spread. Oh, that's like a shot... Maybe we do the pea shooter. What's my... I feel like the only super is that one. Charm is automatic parry. Oh, your first parry move is automatic. All you need to do is jump. Oh, no wonder I'm... Yeah, we want... Yeah, we want that, I think. Extra hit point, no, because we're not getting hit. I can't remember how you change your... I should have... Oh, thank you, thank you. It's like the game knows. Oh, okay, here... Oh, wait, that's not doing anything. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is... Oh, that one. Oh, bugger. Okay, now we're cooking the potatoes, but not quite. Oh, I've put the wrong... Hang on. Let's go back to the map. I've got to sort myself out first. This is not conducive to what's going on here. Alright, yep. And then we want this. Okay, we can do this, kid. Focus, pay attention. Thank you, Dartone. Clear your mind of everything except fine dining and breathing. Alright, this is it. This is it. Ah, shit. I just want to get through it, just to remember. When you need to get that, we need to get all the parries to get an S, I'm pretty sure. And then we throw the milk. No use crying over spilt milk, my friend. Oh crap, I forgot about the onions. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because he was already dying. Oh god, how am I supposed to get... Oh, maybe I'm supposed to get 3 parries? There we go, 1. I just can't remember the requirements. Alright, I don't like the carrot though. How do we do the little one? Oh, that's how you do the little one. Oh shit, okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, it tells you at the end. Yeah, I know there's something to do with get the parries. Oh, and of course we don't have to do big jumps. Oh, I see. I like doing the frogs though. Oh man, I missed one. Oh god, he stepped it up. He stepped up this potato. Potato head. Do you know what trophy I haven't got, which is kind of annoying with this game? I haven't got one just for beating a boss with a super art. That would be quite cool to get. Okay, right. Should we save ourselves for the carrot? Oh, I should dash. Oh, but where's that dash where you go invisible? Is that not good? The dash, the invisible dash. Invisible, invisible. Oh, crap. No, okay, but dashing. Shit, but dashing is good. Let's just... Oh no, I wasted the milk. Milk. Oh fuck, I forgot how to dash. Oh, we were close, man. Well, I say close. I want to get to the end first. Before I start thinking about battle tactics. But yeah, isn't the... Oh no, but I think the dash mode is a special. Take that, potato. Ah, shit. I got out of rhythm. Out of rhythm. Now I just want to... I feel like I just want to play every game that I start playing. Because now I'm like... But then obviously it gets way harder than this. And I think as well, the other sort of requirement is to not get hit. So that's another thing that I gotta be mindful of. Alright, we're just... I do want to get this other trophy as well if I can. Which is to beat... I don't know if I can with this one. What was the dash button again? Wasn't that... Not that button. Not that button. What is dash? Oh, dash is R2. Okay. I just didn't press the button. Oh, okay, well we can't dash through. You're beating up my roast dinner. So are people having like a meal for Easter? We're having a family meal for Easter, as one does. Alright, that's how we do that. That's the way. Oh god, he really steps it up then. Okay, we've got this potato's number. I just have to... You're normally supposed to eat lamb at Easter, but I don't know how I feel about that. Cool. Imagine doing this maybe for Platinum 150. Oof, that would be good. That would actually be quite a fitting game, I feel, because it's like the game I always talked about potentially trying to Platinum at some point. Oh god, not. What am I shooting? I'm not shooting anything. I think I'm gonna get. I died. But I'm kind of working on, okay, so this carrot needs a bit more. Do this for 151. I can't remember what my goals for the year. I feel like I put like, flip. I feel like I put Cuphead Platinum on my, on my goal for the year. But I don't, that's just poor play. That's just poor play. Poor play. I feel like I should also sit in a better position. Now, go. That's the way, that's the way, I like it, ooh. Shit. I do actually need to look up what the requirements are to get the S, because I legitimately can't remember, and I feel like knowing would be actually really helpful. Because if I don't need to get all these parries, then maybe I shouldn't be bothering. And I'm also trying to be a bit greedy by trying to get 2 trophies in one playthrough, like one play of the game. Okay, this carrot needs to get sliced and diced. I think I'm just not doing a very good job at I'm trying to think as well, when is the time? Bugger! When is the timing on... no, it wasn't. Not that timing. Maybe I should be dashing more. Okay, we got to the end. Twin heart chance give you 2 extra HPs when you get hit 2 times without affecting the final result. S, okay, thank you, MTH. Defeat him under 2 minutes, don't take a hit. Do 3 parries. Use 6 cards from your super meter. Okay. Oh, okay, so we just have to not get hit. But how? Okay. Thank you. Okay. But what have I got on right now? Because, yeah, I have a real greed issue in video games. I've got automatic parry on, whereas I could have twin hearts. I just don't remember how to parry. Let's try twin hearts and see if I can remember how to parry. Isn't it that you have to press X again? Or do I have to press triangle? Oh, okay, I can parry. Lucy can parry. Just believe. Because I've got something to believe in. Oh, okay. All right, we only need to get 3 parries. Sugar. Well, I know I can parry the onion. Parry the onion. Well, thank you, Corey. Thank you so much for your help with the show today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Oh yeah, because you can't parry the carrot. Oh shit! Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, maybe I should try and get the 3 parries at the beginning. Shit! I need to parry a teardrop. Teardrops. Okay, well I've already kind of failed because I missed the 3 parries. Oh, these carrots are gonna be the death of me. Right, I do really want to try and beat him with the super. Super. Oh no, I did it the wrong way. Fuck. Okay, well there goes I would have died anyway if I didn't have twin hearts on. Get that carrot. Yes, we are still in like a big lock it down, Lucy. Did anyone else notice there was a slight difference on the show today? I wonder if it was distracting or not, or just people just didn't notice. I don't know if twin hearts helped me or not. I don't understand. What does super meter mean? Like, what does the 6 out of 6? Yeah, you need to get those parries early. What does the 6 out of 6 mean? And max super meter. Did I not max my super meter? Should I not be using my little moves? Is that the... Crap. Oh, double crap. I just totally missed those. Absolute travesty. Yeah, it was. The lights are changing. I don't know if that's annoying or not. Right, I'm going to have to really be good to parry this. I don't know if I can parry these. These are difficult to parry without the double parry. I think I can do this without getting hit. I think I'll take the twin hearts off. Twin hearts. Heartbeat, you tell me. I think I can do it if I just pay attention. Okay. A great slam and then some. I am actually quite glad that I'm playing this over Horizon and Sekiro. I felt Sekiro would have really unleashed the rage within. Yeah, we just have to... Perfectamundo. Okay, right. Now we just need to... 6. Well, I've got 5. Maybe the... Okay, great. Now it's just this carrot. And I would love to finish him with a super. Okay, I need to use my dash more. Dashing through the air. Chopping carrots everywhere. No! Oh, what a stupid thing to do. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. The buttons are half the battle with me. I'm always pressing the wrong rubbish all the time. Well, I feel like we are getting closer. I feel like this could happen. If I just... Okay. I think it's close, but I'm just concerned, like, what is the... Let's see what it says here. Okay, I can definitely get... Parry. See, I got 0 out of 6 super meter. What does that mean? Like, why am I getting 0? What did I do last time that I didn't do this time? I'm confused. I don't know. I just don't know what that... Use your small moves. Okay. Maybe that's what I did do last time, but not this time. Shepherd's pie. The shepherd's pie. Oh, I see. I think, okay, I'm going to retry. I think I understand. Yeah, because it wants you to do 6, which means that you have to use one and then build it back up again. I see. Okay, I see. Oh, crap. No, this is, now I feel like I know what I'm doing. Thank you so much, Vitz. I think it's possible. I'm not giving up. My idol John Cena would never give up. He never backs down. He never quits. You're not getting no forfeit out of me, sunshine. Gotcha. Okay, sweet. Come on. So have I done the 6 now? I hope so. Oh crap! I'm not thinking about the tears. Teardrops. Do no 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 no. I'm running out of teardrops. It stops. Okay. Right. This carrot is going down. Maybe I should just use my super when it needs to be supered. Right. Oh, fuck! Oh! Okay, well, we'll get there. It's just that. Oh, god damn this carrot. I don't even know if this gets him. Okay, it does get him. So I'm trying to preempt the... No, I can't. Oh, so close. I can't cook a full meal. Oh, crap. Maybe that's my test one day. Go and come dine with me. It'd be the worst ever, come dine with me. Oh. Alright. It's just going to take a little bit of concentration. Concentrate. Okay. Oh, we go. Alright, onion time. Onion boy. I do want to play the DLC at some point. Oh, balls. It's going on longer than I expected. Okay, cool. Use the red triple shot. Oh, what, the shotgun one? Okay, thank you, Sarah. Or Sarah. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. Okay, that is good. That's good advice, actually. Flip it down. Oh, no, that little tiny carrot got me. Okay, maybe that's the way to go. I think I should keep moving. When I did it the best time, I was just moving a lot. All right, I'm going to try my super soon. But I need to get rid of some of these. Come on now. No, this carrot is going to get me. Oh, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yes, I got a trophy. That's the other trophy that I kind of wanted to get. And I was hoping to kind of get it. So now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I'm just going to... Okay. All right, we are. That's okay. That's what we need to do. We need to use this thing one time. And then it's a trophy, but not the trophy. But why did I must have done it before, but got slow. Okay, now for the real trophy. Now for the real test. All right, I'm going to try the shotgun one. I like that idea because I'm not utilizing my full abilities. You're right. Okay. Let's go. Let's feel it. Forfeit can still be in play, but we're not forfeiting, Jamie. We're getting it. It's happening. No forfeits here tonight. Lucy can... Oh, I was about to say, Lucy can Cuphead. A good day for a swell battle. I've got to remember to use my... That's the way. I like it. Ah, sugar. Yes. Cool. Alright, we've got our stuff. I think this is why I used to use boomerang, but I don't feel like I really need the boomerang for this. We're gonna shotgun that carrot to the next dimension of vegetables. He won't know what's coming. Got him. Okay, cool. Oh, that was a very cool, Now, how do I change my weapon? Yes. Oh, carrot boy. You going down, carrot boy? Oh, your little carrot friends, you're gonna get chopped up? Uh-huh. Now, the only thing I've got to do is be mindful. Oh, we are gonna... Okay, you know what? Now is the time to do this because I was getting caught up before trying to... Oh no, I got caught up in the carrots. But this is the way. This is 100% the way, I think. Because it's a way to get the carrots down. Although it does take slightly longer. Okay. It's gonna happen. It could happen to any one of us. Okay, we don't have to worry about time. It's fine. All right, come on. Yeah, it's doing the beachness. Dun 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 dun. I don't know if like I saw some people. Yeah, it's just execution. Yeah, just getting the deed done, son. Oh, shit, I missed the parry. That's okay, I got that one. And then we gotta get this one. Ah, oh, shit. Didn't get my time in. Yeah, that's a good point actually. The super shotgun could be good for the onion. I like it. I like the that was bad. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to the parries. This match could get red hot. Okay, I need to concentrate a little bit because I went out of oh fuck, I've gone out of concentration mode. That's the way. Okay. Yeah, let's try the shotgun. Make short work of this onion. Oh, sugar! No, we can't be doing that. Although maybe I should practice the carrot, I guess. Oh no. Alright, come on, reset yourself. This isn't even that difficult. Ugh, come on. Oh no, it's happened. I felt the gamer face. I psyched myself out with the gamer face. Alright, come on. Okay, don't think about it. Just do what I was doing before. Shit. Cool. Come on. Carrot time. You know what? I might just do my super like ASAP. Just so, because I feel like my super is what puts me off sometimes because I get got by the carrots. Okay, and then use that dash. Use that dash. No, those freaking carrots. I'm gonna just practice these carrots real quick. Got by the carrot again. Got by the carrot. Thank you. It's the carrot I need to figure out. Yeah, I'm gonna okay, I think that's the way to do it. Super on the carrot early and then A minus. And then just concentrate on the carrots. And I've got loads of time left as well. Like I'm doing it in like 1:25. So if I just have to take a little bit more time to just take out some carrots, then that's what needs to be done. God, this feels so slow. There we go. Blimey! Oh God, I haven't done my thing. Oh no! Oh well, oh well. Sugar, I just forgot to... I forgot to super. Is that gonna... I'll tell you what's doing it. It's the power of the small TV. I'm so close to the action. I can almost taste all of the root vegetables on offer. Blueberry pie! Or whatever she says. Oh, I forgot we could do that. Maybe I should just do... Now I've done mine. Oh my God! I don't like... Oh! No! Think. It's because I'm thinking that I have the invisible dash, but I don't have the invisible dash. Because that's the one I normally play with. Okay, let's get back to my normal routine. Ah, that's not the normal routine. That's not my routine. Come on. Oh, I missed the shot, as Andy Murray once said in a tennis match. Okay, we got that one. Did I already super? Oh, shit. That's okay, it's okay. I can't remember if I supered or not. Oh, I'm just gonna have to get one of these. It's okay, it's okay. It's alright, it's alright. Bright light in the city. Oh, bugger. I'm out of rhythm. I'm out of the rhythm. Okay, come on. Let's get it. Europe. I only got to do this once, and once is enough. Let me do that. I like being in my usual... I need to be my usual routine. Super on the onion. Really? You think so? What's over supering on the carrot? Maybe that is the best way to do it. Okay, I'll super on the onion. What, big super or little super? Oh, I missed the super. I missed the parries. Although I can actually parry on the onion. So if you super early, you can just focus on carrot, I guess. Yeah. Ah, rubbish, rubbish. What charms am I wearing? I think it's the automatic parry. Automatic parry. Automatic. Oh, bugger this. Okay, come on, reset myself. I mean, on the run you... Oh, right, okay, yeah. I like the routine I was in. I think I'm going to try and stick to that. Because it feels like a good flow. Yeah, whatever. No, no, no. Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, I'm going to have to get one of these. All right. Okay. Come on, carrot. Oh, I should use my little supers more. Because once I do the big super, I'm like not doing anything anymore. Okay, and then keep on the move. And I gotta keep moving. You're living off my sweat. Okay. No. Okay, that's how it normally gets me. That's how it normally gets me. Yes! 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 We did it, everybody. We did it. There we go. We've bookmarked it with a trophy. Oh my god. I don't know why I wasn't using my super more. Like my little super. My little super. Really? What a perfect score. Oh boy, you got a perfect score there, Lucy. Even on expert, you showed that carrot who was really boss. Yes. Da 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 da. Well, everybody, that was Locking It Down with Lucy, episode 300. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your time on... God, it almost went for 3 hours. I wasn't expecting it to be a 3-hour extravaganza, but here we are. A 2-for-1 special. We got 2 trophies for the price of 1, and you got a show that was longer than the average. God, I'm sorry for all the VOD squad that are going to have to watch this eventually. By the power of Grayskull! What a quote, what a quote. Oh, MTH has gifted another membership. Thank you so much, MTH, for gifting Josh a membership. Oh, and thank you so much, Jamie, for happy anniversary, Lucy, and happy trophy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's quickly have a look at, we showed the carrot boss. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Will you miss E3? 24% of you said indifferent, 35% of you said no, and 41% of you said yes. RIP E3. We have all remembered you greatly today. Thank you. That was 3 years Locking It Down with Lucy. Thank you so much for being here for the 3 years and for enjoying the show and for watching it. It means a lot. It's fun to put on the show each week and, you know, have a chat and have a laugh. I shall let you know tomorrow if I stream or not. I might try and stream. Now I want to just stream Cuphead. Now I just want to play Cuphead, but I probably will do Resident Evil 4. We'll see. We'll see how the vibes. But I'll keep you posted in the Discord. Thanks again to all the mods who joined. Thanks to everybody being here. And I shall catch you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Until then, happy Easter! Eat lots of chocolate. Goodbye! Now what button do I press first? I think I pressed the one over here. God, how long was this? I don't know how long the show was, so I just want to check. It was about 3 hours and 1 minute. Alright, bye!